Bang. And another bang. And another bang. UFC 300. You know, we needed to hit 3 bangs. I can't wait for this card, boys. Less than 24 hours until the show goes down. Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt is the first fight on the card. That tells you all you need to know about this card. I'm super hyped. Probably the most hyped I've been for a fight card maybe ever. You know, it's hard to say, but maybe ever. Hopefully it pans out that way. Hopefully it's entertaining. And hopefully we make some money on the card as well. You know, I'd take 2. I'd take one or the other, of course. You know, we're always looking for entertainment, always looking for money. But when we get the cards where we make money and it's also entertainment, those go down as the best cards in history, you know. So hopefully we can do that this weekend. Boys, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I was not feeling to do this podcast right now, at least anyway. You know, it's been a long week. I've put out a video every single day this week. The content grind is a lot. And I'm just fucking tired. Yesterday, I didn't sleep in my own bed. I was out, slept in another bed. So, you know, you didn't get too much sleep when you don't sleep in your own bed. I'm an old man now, boys. I can't be sleeping anywhere on the sofa at my mate's house and then just have 8 hours of Z's. You know, I need my own bed, my nice pillow, etc., etc. So didn't get that last night. So I've been a little bit like just tired today, a little bit lethargic. But boys, this is Parlay Madness. Episode 13. Some people say that's the unlucky number. No, my friend, that's going to be the lucky number this weekend. So I'm tired, whatever it may be. I've got the coffee, start the day with MMA, and this is my second cup of coffee. So you already know I'm hyped up. I listened to a couple of tunes with my man JB right before the podcast, livened us up a little bit. You know, I inhaled some of that secondhand smoke through the computer screen, and I'm talking about the boy too much. I'm going to have to bring him in right now. The co-host, JB MMA Line Mover. What's happening, brother?
What's up, my dude, James? We back at it. Another week, another Parlay Madness. A kind of special Parlay Madness, if you ask me. Because this UFC 300, like Chief Keef says, bang, bang. Let's go.
Let's go, brother. I can't wait for this card, man. Do you think it's... I've been asking a couple of people this week, and I've actually got a show coming out, like probably 6-7 hours after we finish. I'm going to put a UFC 300 show out that I did with a lot of the guys in the space. I won't mention the guests, but there's some special guests, some OGs of the game. And I was asking all of them, like, do you think it's the best card ever on paper? Me personally, I'd say probably yes. It doesn't have that marquee fight. Like, we ain't got a Jones, we ain't got a McGregor, we ain't got a Khabib, but Hill and Pereira is a good enough fight for me. I personally say it's the best card on paper. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. There's like UFC 229. You got, but yeah, top to bottom, this got to be it, right? And I think this will be the most money ever bet on a singular card in UFC history.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, man, we might as well get straight into it. This might be a long one considering, you know, all of the stuff we have to speak about. So we'll get straight into it. And as always, boys, I'm going to pull up my screen here and you can see exactly what I'm seeing. So first of all, shout out everyone in the chat. JB, what's the people saying in the chat? Because I can't look at the chat right now. We got Let's Get It Poppin'. We got B, my man, Eric Albrecht. Bang, both you guys are awesome. Olawajan. Roth Window Cleaning Services. If you need your windows clean, holler at my man Roth. He's getting them shekels right there. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
2 in this bitch. We got a lot going on.
Bang, bang.
We got a lot going on, boys.
Dude, I'm so hyped for this card. I can't even believe it's here already. And
comments, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting week. I think a lot of underdogs are going to be a little wide, just considering, you know, it's such a big card. I think there will be a lot of parlays bet on this card, a massive public handle that we normally wouldn't see.
Easily the best card ever.
There's really no other sporting events going on this week like that, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
oh, really?
300 is the biggest one. Gotta be the biggest at least.
Bang.
Did you see WrestleMania though before we start? I'm sorry.
Nah, bro, I ain't really fucked with that WrestleMania in a good 15 years or something, my brother. I know you feeling the WrestleMania though.
Yeah, dude. I just thought it was crazy, man. The Rock came out, The Undertaker, John Cena. I was like a little kid again, man. It was crazy this year. Yeah. But let's go on with it, man. First fight.
All right, first fight of the night. Yeah, Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. I'll just say it straight off the bat. It might sound square, but I think Figueiredo is going to win the fight. You know, big favorite. It might sound square, but I don't think Cody's chin's going to be able to handle Davison Figueiredo's power. You know, it's like sometimes, JB, the square thing works because it's the most obvious thing in the fight. And there's a reason why it's the most obvious, because it's going to happen, right? And obviously, most of the time, you ain't getting too much value on the square side, the obvious thing, you know, because everyone knows it. So everyone's going to know that Cody's got no chin. Davison Figueiredo hits hard. He's just won a fight against Rob Font, who obviously pieced up Cody. Like, these knowns make it square to say Figueiredo is going to knock out Cody Garbrandt. And most of the time, we like to go against the square side because there's not much value on it, right? Because the lines are just usually juiced. That's why I bet on big underdogs quite often, because over the long term, they can earn you a lot of money because you're betting against the obvious knowns. But sometimes it makes sense to bet on the obvious knowns or just say that, you know, the line is accurate. And I feel like Davison is, you know, maybe accurate line. I just really believe in Davison's ability to land on Cody's chin here. It's UFC 300. We might see some mad shit. Cody can also hurt Davison Figueiredo here, in my opinion. You know, I don't think Figueiredo has the greatest chin of all time. I think he's got a good chin. But at this point in his career, he's getting older. You know, he's moved up in weight class now, so he isn't fighting the caliber of fighters he was fighting before in terms of the punch power. You know, he's going against Perez and Brandon Moreno, and Cody Garbrandt hits a lot harder than both of those guys, and a lot harder than basically anyone he's ever fought, to be honest. So, hey, maybe Cody knocks this guy out. But yeah, overall, JB, you know, I'm picking the big favorite in this fight. I think Davison Figueiredo is going to finish Cody Garbrandt. But like, I could be convinced that Cody was the money line side. Maybe, like, I don't really know, but I just feel like Davison, big favorite, deserved 75% or something around this range, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment just because, like, that's kind of the read on the fight for me as well. It's hard to trust Cody's chin. Like, even if I think the line is wide, maybe for me it's just going to be a pass. I'll be honest, I have not bet it yet. If I had to pick a money line side, it's going to be Cody. I think he's got the cleaner striking. I think he's got the tools to get around Figueiredo's ground game specifically, which is where I could see actually Figueiredo winning some rounds. He used his ground game against Font, and that's something I did want to talk about. You know, if he puts Garbrandt on his back, it's not impossible he can control for some rounds, possibly, you know, win a different way other than the method everybody thinks. I think that could be interesting as well. So, yeah, I kind of like Garbrandt on the money line. I think this fight could go over a little bit more than people are suspecting too as well. But,
Okay.
you know, I'm not majorly convinced. I still think Davison's the rightful favorite. I'd be lining him around like minus 185, minus 200, right? That's my read on the fight.
Okay, bro, fair enough. Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's just if Davison don't land any big shots, yeah, the line's gonna look wide.
I think Cody could knock him out too, like you said. Like, if he just lands, this guy's already been knocked out by a guy in the 125 division who doesn't hit as hard.
That was a weird knockout, though.
Yeah, I know. It happened. I think he looked a lot better against Font at 135, but he used his wrestling in that fight as well and didn't knock him out. Font didn't knock out Garbrandt either, if I'm not mistaken. That fight went all 5. So, yeah, his chin's pretty, like, suspect for sure. But what was his knockout losses again? Could we, like, go back and look real quick? Just because I know that
these knockout losses,
I know they're pretty bad, and that's the problem, right? Like he got knocked out 3 times in a row. I'm 100% sure of that. And then the Cara France one.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Pretty violent knockouts, too. And it was the Cara France one, though. That was at 125. I don't think he should have ever took that fight.
Yeah.
You know, he looked fine against Font and then didn't get knocked out against Trevin Jones either. So when was the last time he was knocked out? It was in 2021, and it was at flyweight. So maybe his chin's recovered, bro. Like, we've seen it time and time again. Like, Julian Erosa just won a fight. There's a few other people that, like, just shot OSP. Super shot chins, but man, 3 knockout losses in a row is pretty violent. Like, he's taken some pretty bad ones in not too recent memory, like 27, bro. Those are a long time ago, man. So who's to say his chin hasn't recovered? And like, you're not getting a good value dog spot on Cody Garbrandt. I'm just gonna try and argue the case for him. I ultimately think Figueiredo is gonna win the fight, like I said, but for me the value's on Cody. He's the better fighter in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think Cody's chin has ever recovered, to be honest, man. Like the thing is, he got knocked out against Jarrell Hodge on the amateur scene, bro. Like clean knockout in 2012, and then he gets knocked out again in 2017, and then again the year later, and then again the year later, and then again 2 years later. Like obviously he's a
repeat
good
pattern.
Yeah,
like he's 100%.
He's a high level fighter, but so it means he's not going to get knocked out every fight.
He could look great for 10, 11 minutes and then get knocked out. And I hate taking bets like that. So I agree with you basically here, man. I'm just calling what I think the line. But you could even be right, man. He could look minus 300 because he just goes out there and bonks him, and Cody's chin is as bad as we're saying it is. Who the hell cares? This didn't matter, you know? This conversation didn't matter, and he covers the price. But plus 275, I'm a greedy man sometimes. And
if you don't hurt him or knock him out, it's gonna make sense. 275 is gonna look fucking good, but I just really think that he's gonna land the shots he needs to land. You know, but
that makes sense, bro. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we leave it out, or do you think any props or any?
Yeah, we'll look at props. Ends ITD minus 180. It's just I kind of feel like he's just gonna go through him, but no.
Minus 180 is a little juicy though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I don't know.
Be pretty chalk. I don't know. I'm not really feeling anything here in that case. I personally like I actually think this fight could even go the distance if Cody's chin lasts, but you're paying him. Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna write Figgy ITD minus 125.
That's fine.
But like I said, like you know how we do this. We can anything you want to write down, you write it down. Anything I want to write down, I write down. And at the end, we'll just decide what we want to do.
Okay, can we use different things then? Or
we'll write them down, innit? And then at the end, then we can decide what we want to do.
Okay, cool. I like Cody money line and Cody decision for me personally.
All right.
I think those are
so what's
decent
that?
Lines.
75. And then decision. Yeah, I think Cody decision.
Like yeah, it's a little opposite, but I'm a dog hunter, bro. I'm a dog hunter. I'm a value guy, you know?
Yeah. So am I, but, you know.
In certain spots, right? You know, fucking this dude's chin. I might be fucking wilding here. But 275, I kind of like a little better. But we'll see. We'll see at the end what we actually put in, because really don't got to put any of it in at the end. Just writing it down.
If we're on opposite sides, we don't usually put it in unless we're
just writing it down. Talking out loud is a good way to build parlays, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So second fight, you want to take this one away, bro?
Woo! New Jersey legend Jim Miller, UFC 100, UFC 200, UFC 300. I think people are counting him out a little bit here. Do I think Bobby Green should be the favorite? Yeah, a little bit. I think he should be a slight favorite, but I think you could scrape a little value on Jim Miller here. I think people are going to think he's old, blah, blah, blah. But Tony Ferguson's old, too. He went, and he's washed. Like, Jim Miller might be Tony Ferguson right now, low-key. And Bobby Green went 3 rounds with him. Kind of had a fluke knockout against Grant Dawson, in my opinion. And then, what was his next fight? Was it Jalen Hearn, right?
Yeah,
and he gets brutally murdered, coming off a bad knockout loss. Man, I'm going to call it right now. I think Jim Miller could spring the upset here. I think he could even maybe get a finish, possibly. He could win a few different ways, but Bobby Green does fight close in certain spots. I've seen him do it time and time again. Even when you think he's supposed to win the fight, he makes boneheaded mistakes and doesn't. Jared Gordon was a weird fight. Drew Dober, bad knockout loss. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jim Miller here, man. I know his wins could be like a little he's not like fought the best comp, but you know, he didn't get finished by Alex Hernandez. He's got a pretty good gas tank in the fights I've seen as of lately. I'm just gonna make the case for Jim Miller here, and I'm not super bullish on it, because Bobby Green, you know, he has good boxing. His takedown defense is held for the most part, but I think once it hits the ground, Jim Miller's got a big jiu-jitsu grappling advantage. Maybe not like wrestling advantage, but jiu-jitsu grappling advantage. So give me Jim A10 Miller here to get it done. would be huge.
Yeah, and to answer DFC right now, I actually do think it will affect the fight. To say does it change the outcome of the fight? Obviously, that's a different conversation, but I do think it will affect the fight. I do think fighters now going from 50K to 300K are going to be looking for finishes a little bit more. I do think it changes it slightly. Does it change anything in my capping? Does it change anything like on who I'm going to pick? Not really, bro. The only thing that it does is maybe it gives me a 1 or 2% extra confidence in some of these unders that I'm looking at. So that's the only thing I would say personally. How do you feel about that one, JB?
I think a lot of people are going to bet the unders, and I actually think some overs will cash, personally. But that's just my read on it. I'm not going to let it affect my capping process. Just like you said, man. It's all noise to me at the end of the day. I can't read these guys' minds at the end of the day, so I'm not going to sit here and try and do it. And that's it.
It makes sense. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I'm on the same side as you. I think Jim Miller is the Jim Miller's the side, bro. Like at underdog odds, at plus money, it seems pretty 50-50 to me when you put everything into the pot, as I like to say. Like, if this fight was 4 years ago, I'd be playing Bobby Green at minus 170, and I might even look at max betting it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might even look at putting a max on it. But times have changed. Bobby Green is not the guy who was like piecing up Nasrat Haqparast. I don't believe that. Anyway, that was only 2-3 years ago. I don't believe he's the guy that's like cleaning out who's that wrestler dude? Alan Patrick. I don't think he's the guy that is knocking out Ali Quinta. I don't think he's that guy anymore. He's been knocked out brutally now, almost back to back. He got knocked out by Drew Dober, and then 2 fights later, he got knocked out by Jalen Turner. Both brutal knockouts. Both very bad knockouts, and I think that affects you, seeing as Bobby Green wasn't really KO'd ever in his career outside of the Dustin Poirier fight. Guys got that's what I mean. Yeah, but that was like recent, right? So like the guy's had 40 fights. He's only been knocked out once, and then he gets knocked out twice in his last 3 fights. Obviously, that was against power punchers, knockout artists. But regardless of that, will still affect you getting knocked out, right? Obviously, Jim Miller doesn't hit as hard or isn't as vicious as Dober or Turner, but the knockouts will still affect him. And then obviously on top of that, Jim Miller can land some shots as well. I think Jim Miller hits pretty hard, to be honest. So, I just think the fight's changed a little bit. And I also feel like Bobby Green's coming back quite soon after that knockout. It's 4 months is not a long time. I think Jim Miller's going to be hungry here. I think Jim Miller has some grappling upside here. I don't think Bobby is great off his back. I think he's got good scrambles and good takedown defense, but I don't think he's great off his back. I think Jim Miller can get a back take here. Why not? He back takes a lot of people. Why can't he back take Bobby Green? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Even an arm bar, bro, like a joint lock. He's got a sick arm bar set up.
Yeah, he does, man. So, like, I think the grappling upside is there for Miller. I also think Bobby Green can take Miller down and lay in his guard and stay safe, but he ain't going to do that because he never does that, even though I think he can. So I think Miller has some grappling upside. I also think Miller has some knockout upside early. And I also think Miller has some decision upside. He was 2 rounds up against Gabriel Benitez going into round 3 and got a finish in round 3. So everyone who thinks that Jim Miller can't win a decision, I don't think that's correct.
Yo, I think we need to call him Jim fucking Miller every single time we say his name now, bro. Just for the rest of this breakdown, he is Jim fucking Miller, bro. And I hope Bruce says it.
I don't know if he will or not, but everyone wants to bet on that, bro. We got the chat full of degenerates, man. Shout out to my guys, my people. People are commenting in the chat. Can we bet on if Bruce Buffer's going to announce him Jim fucking Miller? The degenerates of the degens in this chat, like, we love that. So I think Jim fucking Miller has a lot of upside in different realms of the fight, and that plus money, it makes sense to bet him. Like I said, boys, it doesn't take, like I always say, it doesn't take much for me to bet an underdog in these type of fights or in MMA in general when the level difference is quite similar. I don't think the level difference is massively different in this fight. Like, both fighters are good in all realms of the fight. So yeah, that's my breakdown. That's your breakdown. We both like Jim fucking Miller here, and we'll write him down as a potential parlay piece.
Let's fucking go.
Plus 154, Miller. And honestly, I don't really know. Submission KO decision. They're all just as likely to me. So
I agree. What's the lines though on them? Let's just look.
Oh, of course. So ITD plus 245. I don't mind ITD. Miller decision 475. That's a bit wide. Miller
Yeah,
TK
I don't mind that.
75. Like I don't. Nothing is standing out massively.
Yeah, I'd say maybe there's a little value on the decision, but I'm not gonna like make a huge argument for it, bro. To be honest with you, like at all.
Yeah, it's like Bobby's good in decisions. He also fights very close.
He just been knocked out a couple times too.
Yeah, it's just it feels like we're playing Russian roulette in that one. You know,
Yeah.
like I can give you a breakdown on why I think there's value, but like kind of does feel like it's
There's a lot of factors and a lot of things that are hard to quantify, especially with the bonuses.
Yeah,
really tough. Now on some fights, right? I just don't see that prop that's like sticking out to me on this one.
Is the canvas blue?
Yeah, he announced that. I did hear that.
Bro, I've been like this week. So I've been putting out a video every day this week. I literally haven't watched any content of UFC 300. I've just been making content and trying to fucking make bets and research the PFL and research the PFL for next week.
It's a grind, bro. 100%.
Yeah, so I haven't watched any UFC 300 content. So they've actually announced that the octagon is going to be blue. Yeah, that's a madness. Swear down. What, like dark baby blue or dark blue?
It's like a navy, not a navy. It's a sick, bro. I saw the color of it. It's pretty dope, bro.
Look at the viewers. Yeah, shout out to the 595 live viewers, which is kind of crazy to have 595 because like it's what 1 a.m. where you're at. Shout out to JB. He's coming on at 1 a.m. just to give content to the people. Everyone needs to give him his flowers for that. I know it's late where you're at, bro.
Bro, we got to give the flowers to the people. They're up watching us, bro. I'm here all day for this. Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Yeah, man. We would have done, bro. This would have done like fucking 20K if we didn't lose the last 2 weeks.
Dude,
if we came into this week on a winning run, instead of losing run, this would have gone 20K or something. It's still gonna go like 9K or something, but
once we win, we'll win 2 episodes in a row, and then we'll get 30K somehow.
Something like that.
You'll win 1 million in one night somehow, and break the internet.
All right, bro. So we'll just leave Jim Miller money line then, I guess.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Next fight of the night, Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez. You want to take this one away from me, bro?
Sure, bro. I think it's a kind of binary fight for me. I think Marina Rodriguez has good takedown defense. I'm not super impressed with the wrestling of Andrade, and she hasn't been using it that much lately. But if she does get it to the ground, I think it could be an easy sub, or she just lands a good amount of damage. I don't really trust it once she gets settled to the mat. Yeah, I think she could do a good job of not letting that happen, and that's if Jessica comes out there and decides to wrestle. We have to make sure that's her definite game plan. I haven't seen enough of it. Lauren Murphy would have been a good fight to do so, or just finish Lauren Murphy at least. I know Lauren Murphy's super tough, but I just never really liked what I seen out of Andrade on the feet. Her punches kind of remind me of just punches. Not really the best boxing in my opinion. Just never been high on Andrade for me personally, bro. So it's not going to be somebody I'm going to be backing with my money. I'll pick Marina Rodriguez to piece her up on the feet, avoid the grappling exchanges, and win a decision.
All right. Well, I like Andrade. I think that she's powerful enough on the feet to knock her out. I also think she has the only grappling upside of the fight. And just based on that, I kind of make her a favorite, I think she's got the grappling upside, and I think it's kind of even on the feet because I think the equalizer is power. Even though Marina Rodriguez is a cleaner striker, I think the equalizer is power on Andrade's side. The thing about Andrade is that she can get caught, she hasn't got great striking defense because she trusts her chin, but obviously that hasn't panned out well for her in a couple of fights. Yan Xiaonan fight, I was on Yan there at plus 160, and she made it look easy. I can see Marina doing something similar. So I like the under in this fight. Obviously, any Jessica fight, you kind of like the under. Marina can obviously knock her out. But yeah, man, I just like like when Marina fought Amanda Lemos, she got hit hard once and she kind of fucking just panicked, bro. And she kind of just like backed up to the fence and then got teed off on and just let that TKO. She just seemed like she just panicked when she got hit by the more physical girl. And like, who's been taken down and dominated on the mat as much as Marina in the women's division? I don't think there's anyone, to be honest, bro. The only other person I can remember in the whole of UFC history to just be taken down and dominated time and time again is John Phillips, the white Mike Tyson, the Welsh Mike Tyson. Like, outside of him, Marina Rodriguez probably got the worst bottom game in the entire UFC because she's been 10-8'd like 4 times, bro. She got 10-8'd by Mackenzie Dern. She got 10-8'd by, I don't think Verna Jandiroba 10-8'd her, but she just dominated her 3 rounds.
Those are good grapplers, though. Really good grapplers.
Carla Esparza? Was it Esparza who 10-8'd her back in the day?
I mean, that's another really, really high-level wrestler, grappler. I'm not trying to give her a excuse.
Calvillo? No, it wasn't Carla. It was Cynthia Calvillo I'm thinking of.
Okay. Who back in the day was doing the damn thing, and that was a draw.
Randa Marcos? She got 10-8'd there. You can't say anything about that one, JB. JB stumped on that one.
That's crazy, bro. That was back in 2018, though. It is 2024. I think she's looked a decent amount better. She KO'd Kibas. Beat Dern.
Yeah.
Beat Dern.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think anyone's arguing for how good she is on bottom, right? Like, that is her. That is her kryptonite. She's getting taken down. And then on the feet, I do think she's the better striker. I think she's the cleanest striker. But like overall, I think that
if you think she got that wrestling game in the back pocket, my dude, go for it. I'm not even going to argue with you on this one because I think if she does get her to the ground consistently, it could be a problem for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to write it down for me.
I don't got nothing on this fight, bro. Like, straight up.
All right, I like the under 2.5 plus 115. Under 2.5 plus 115. And then what's Andrade TKO or sub? Let's see if they're giving me something crazy.
I can see an Andrade TKO or sub as well.
300.
It's not really far out of the realm.
Yeah, I don't know if I like. You know what? I just stick with the under because I do think that Marina has some nice
KO side, right?
Yeah, so I'll keep it there. All right, what else we got going on?
I do too, a little bit, nothing crazy, but it's there. She's been chin before. Ronaldo. Oh no! Oh, I love this fight, bro. Oh my god, this card is fucking. God, this card is good.
Riff Raff saying UFC 300 is redemption week. Let's fucking go, James and JB, JB and JB. Let's hit these parlays. You already know, man. Yeah, thanks for the dono, bro. Appreciate it.
Is that Riff Raff?
It might be Riff Raff, you know.
I'm pretty sure that's Riff Raff, guys. What up, Riff Raff? That's my dog.
We got Riff Raff. We got Fernando Rodney. We got
Where's
some
dog at? Rodney.
Where's Rodney, bro? Rodney, where you at, bro? How you just coming in? You know what? He's probably in the station right now. He's probably in the feds, man.
Is he the curse of Fernando Rodney, bro? Since he's joined the chat and hasn't come back, we haven't won a fucking Parlay Madness since, bro. Where you at, Rodney?
Come on, Rod.
Where you at?
Many thanks, James, dropping tons of knowledge, all of us for free. Really appreciate what you do. You're welcome, brother. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. We'll be here every week.
You know what, though? This week we're going to do it for Fernando Rodney. Mark my words.
I believe so, bro.
Undefeated. Me and him actually had a little scrap, you know.
Who, you and Rodney?
Yeah.
How are you still talking to me right now, then?
I don't kiss and tell, my brother.
Don't tell me you beat the legend Fernando Rodney on the street.
I can't tell you what happened. Let's just say we haven't heard from him since.
He hasn't been in the chat since. Put it that way. Did you do him like Moicano's going to do Turner?
Ooh, okay. That's a spicy take, my brother, but I might be with you. You want me to go on this one, or?
Yeah. Go on this one because to be honest, this is I don't really have too much on this
All
one.
right, dude. I think this line's way off, bro. I think Moicano has a great chance to win this fight outside of round one. I think you could probably get a decent 5-bet number on him, but I wouldn't even be shocked if Renato Moicano got to like a position in round one. He
Yeah.
could even pull guard. I think he has like I've seen Turner just outed time and time again, bro. He gets tired the later the fight goes. He looks god awful, getting his back taken, almost choked out by Dan Hooker. If that round's any longer, he gets a round 2 sub by Dan Hooker.
True.
And you're telling me Renato Moicano is a plus 200 favorite to this guy? Can we click on Renato's record, please? Just like on his tap out.
Don't keep going on with this breakdown because you're gonna make me bet Moicano, bro. Like fuck, man.
And it's a good bet.
Discipline. You want Moicano's record?
Yes, please, sir. Can we scroll down? Let's go just a little far back because he was at 145, right? Like his career at 145 wasn't the best. He got knocked out by a legend in Jose Aldo. Can we give the guy a pass on that? Like, can we give the guy a pass on a Brian Ortega loss? This guy's fought the fucking killer of all killers of all killers, guys. Choked down
on the feet. Beat Calvin on the feet.
Bro, Calvin Kattar, one of the best boxers at 145, touted as. Cub Swanson choked him out in one round. Who do you lose to? Okay, he got knocked out by Jose Aldo. Took back-to-back losses to get a chance on drug. I think the guy realized, hey, I got to go up a weight class. So the Demir Hadzovic fight was his first fight at lightweight. Chokes him out easily. Takes a knockout loss against Rafael. Are we really giving him flag for that? Like, it happened 100%. But I think if Fiziev fights Jalen Turner, fucking same thing probably goes down, to be honest with you. Choked out Jai Herbert. Choked out Alexander Hernandez. Lost to Rafael dos Anjos. I'm going to give him a pass on that one. And I'm going to tell you why. He was on the fucking beach, my brother, eating fucking steaks and fucking the Brazilian bitches and drinking hella fucking beers in Brazil. And my guy, Money Motherfucking Moicano, showed up like a motherfucking Don. And my man fought for it. He didn't even get finished in that fight. He didn't even get finished in that fight by Dos Anjos. Tough as nails there. So you can't say the guy isn't tough. At 155, he's only ever been finished one time by Rafael Fiziev. And then just came out and beat Drew Dober. All right, now let's go to Jalen Turner, right? This is, I know this is wiki capping, but this is just straight up. We're just talking straight up, right? Guy who has great grappling, tough as nails. Now this guy, who's Jalen Turner fucking beat? God fucking nobody. Let's go. Callan Potter. Wait, hold on. Let's go pre-UFC even. This guy's been knocked out a fucking few times. Ronnie Borgia, multiple times KO'd. So let's just keep that in mind there. And in round 3, 2 times. Vicente Luque put him out. I know that was at it was amateur career, but he still got put out. Vicente Luque got him. Callan Potter, who the fuck is that? Matt Frevola controlled him on the ground, easily controlled him on the ground, and then he gets gassed after round 1, just like every fight that gets out of round 1 for him. Cool about it. What's up?
It was a close fight against Frevola.
Yeah, but it still happened, bro. Like Matt Frevola, bro. I mean, he's good, but he's pretty small, 155. Or I guess you could say the same for Renato Moicano, but he got him down with ease in that fight. It's still a path for Renato Moicano. It definitely was close, but definitely got outed on the mat there. Josh Kulabau. I don't even really think that guy is that good. Good win.
Josh is up a weight class. Turner was so big, much bigger than him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Brock Weaver, don't know who that is. Euros Medic. Yeah. Jamie Malarkey, poop. Brad Riddell hasn't gotten a win in God knows how long. Split decision. Gamrot, I'll give him a pass on that one, I guess.
His best fight, to be honest. Gamrot was like one of his best performances in terms of.
Gamrot was on short notice for that, like 7 days.
Yeah.
And then Bobby Green, and then the Dan Hooker fight where he missed weight and looked fucking god awful. Yeah, give me Money Moicano here. I know that's like a fucking straight wiki cap, but I'm just looking at the records and I don't understand how Moicano is. Again, he's been finished before. This guy's super athletic, but and dangerous as fucking round 1. If he finishes in round 1, I'll fucking eat my loss and go on with it. If that doesn't happen, I think this is all Moicano to win. Straight up.
Yeah, it's wiki capping now, but you've done tape for it, so it doesn't matter. Speaking about their past fights is important.
Right.
when you watch tape, we're literally watching whatever we're speaking about on Wiki now. So I know you've done tape. I know personally because I know you do tape, and we've spoken about intricacies of fights. So it's fine to go back and look at the Wikipedia when we've already watched the fights of them. Oh, it's tough, man. Like, I don't think he should be this big of an underdog, but like, I really can see him just getting blasted early, man.
Yeah,
so, yeah, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, Jalen's the favorite, but come on, like,
yeah,
I just don't know how he could be this big of a favorite here, man. Personally, for me, it's a dog or pass straight up.
I completely agree. Am I gonna bet it? I don't know. Like, is he gonna win via decision? I mean, to be honest, he's done well lately. Garbrandt won via decision, but Gambrott's a decision artist. He made it to decision with Hooker after the event. Because I'm thinking, like, maybe rather than playing decision, maybe I just go submission and try to like reduce my risk, but potentially earn the same amount of money. You know, so let me check that off for a submission, but it's probably not even that good, bro.
I think he could ground and pound TKO him in the third round. People are gonna call me fucking nuts, bro. But Dan Hooker had him in some crazy spots. I don't think Moicano's ever gotten a KO finish either. But imagine he fucking gassed Hooker out and got the KO finish in round 3. Money, fucking Moicano is gonna get the fucking bonus. I like actually the late props for him as well, like round 3 decision, round 3.
Well, I've been saying all week that Moicano's the side and the line is wide. Whether I actually bet on it is a different story, isn't it?
Yeah, you haven't bet it. You're being transparent about that. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Sure.
Maybe I'll get to it. But most certainly, like I've said literally all week, Moicano's the money line side. And obviously you agree. So we'll put him down there. Is there anything other that you want to put in terms of the Moicano?
Yeah, I like the round 3. I like the decision as well. Round 3 or decision.
Oh, round 3/decision. What are we getting for that? Do you know?
I mean, we could always just put round 3 decision, like type. You know, it doesn't matter to me. But I don't know what we're getting. I really feel like we should be using FanDuel for this. But I don't know. Can you even access their website from where you're at?
Probably not.
Ugh.
I need to use something better than Fight Odds because they don't even have the round 3 decision.
No, and I don't think Bet Online even allows you to parlay props either. So we're shot.
What I usually use is Ladbrokes because I can access them.
I'll look it up real quick. I'll go on FanDuel and look that shit up, bro. That's what we should be using anyway.
I've got Ladbrokes here.
Okay, cool.
Either or.
No, that's better actually. I like that.
Well, I mean, because it's right here, right? So the boys can see it as well. That's the
FanDuel has some terrible lines sometimes too. You can really take advantage of them. So
Moicano round 3 decision.
And I like, honestly, I just like round 3.
Kind of shit, eh?
What is it?
Plus 360.
No, it's awful, dude. Give me round 3. Just give me the round 3 prop. I don't even care.
1,400.
Plus 1,400 for a round 3 prop. They're telling you something there. All right, that's fine with me. It's fine with me.
The only thing about the round props is like Moicano's so fucking dangerous. He might just sub him in round 1, bro.
Yo, you're right. You're right for sure. I might not play that. I thought it was gonna be way more, bro. But we'll
You know what's kind of crazy is that it's not kind of crazy, but like the TKO is 1,600 and the round 3 is 1,300. Bro, why are you chatting shit? Bro, Carl, bro, stop chatting shit in the comments, man. Like, chatting bare shit, bro. Going at my boy. I'm going to put you in a timeout, yeah? I ain't going to completely destroy you, but just come on, bro. Like, stop putting insults in the chat, brother. Like, we're here.
No, I like him, bro. What did he say?
He said something about your hair. I don't know, bro.
Oh, I love it. Dude, I was going to talk shit about my hair before it, dude. I love it. I think it's good luck, though. It's a Jewish haircut. My grandma actually gave it to me.
Bro, people
I'm dead serious, yo. I don't care, man. You know what? Hate on me. I got a fucking weird ass looking shirt on, too. You know what? My boy Peyton Talbot, I bet people make fun of his hair. I bet people make fun of the way he dresses. But you know what? He beats the shit out of people, and he'd probably beat the shit out of you, too. And then make a fucking bag.
It's true, but he's just clogging up the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay. He's like not breathing. He's not letting the chat breathe. He's just going on and on,
every
right?
time I look at the chat, my man's
Oh,
talking
okay, okay.
else
Yeah,
about he doesn't likes about you. Like, come
he's
on,
got
bro.
to go. He's got to go, my man. I'm
Yeah,
cool with the insult, but
don't worry about what other men look like. You know what I'm saying?
that's weird, bro.
Don't worry about that, boys.
No Diddy, for real, dog. What the
The
fuck?
chat is going at him as well, man. Gang. All right,
Fucking true squad.
Anything else you want to put? Not really. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't even like the round 3 that much at that price. I'm cool with Moicano.
All right. Moicano likes his round 2s as well. That's the issue.
He does. He does.
You know, oftentimes I like to look at when they got finishes throughout their career because the trends do continue. You know, if a fighter's getting round 2 finishes, oftentimes he keeps on getting round 2 finishes. Not saying it can happen here, you know.
That's when Dan Harker almost finished him too. It's not like
true. It's true.
Out of the realm. Ooh, baby. Yeah, this guy. You were talking about hair here. Hold on. Nah, it's not long enough. And that's honestly, you know, why I'm growing it out, guys. Because I want the Diego Lopez. You already know what it is. Give me 2-3 months, guys. It's gonna be there. It's already coming along. Like, come on, guys.
You got the jiu-jitsu already. Now you just need the hair, bro.
It's coming. It's on its way because this guy's my favorite fighter in the UFC. I tried to bet against him with Pat Sabatini. That was the stupidest shit I ever did. People are going to say, oh, you're being convinced the other way. No. My read was just wrong. I think this ultimately comes down to, though, just his durability and toughness and how dangerous he is in the grappling exchanges. Like, I think at any point if this fight does hit the mat, people are saying that Lopez KO. A lot of people saying that. I actually kind of like the Lopez submission here. He's gotten a ton of submissions on his record. He's a submission guy, and I think if Sadiq does get hurt, he's gonna shoot. And that's when like all of Diego's other opponents, they're forced to shoot because he's so dangerous on the feet. He's so scary to deal with, and he's so durable and takes those shots so well. Yeah, I could see Sadiq edging out a decision, but that's his path to victory in this fight. Like, it's 15 minutes of being perfect, right? And I don't to be able to do that here against some guy so fucking dangerous who's got some losses on the record, but those are learning lessons, and he's 26 years old now. It's not like he's getting brutally finished in those losses early. Or arguably could have won his debut against Movsar Evloev. I think he gets another finish here. I think it comes by sub. I understand the KO look, but I think more often than not, this guy's jiu-jitsu is so dangerous that he finds a neck, he finds a arm bar. I think he could even get an ankle lock here. Like, you know what I mean? This guy's jiu-jitsu is just that dangerous that any position, I think Sadiq's in danger here. And even on the feet, I think he's in danger. And for that reason, Diego Lopez is my most confident bet on the card. I'll say that right here, now. I think he gets it done. And I think it comes ITD. But I love the money one.
Yeah, so I'm picking Lopez. You know, I agree that he gets the win. I definitely have a bit of a different take than you in terms of confidence. So I'll give the other side a little bit. You know, my thoughts on it is that, and I might be biased because I played him before. So what I mean by that is I bet him against Patrick Sabatini and against Gavin Tucker about minus 150 apiece for both fights. And now he's the same price against a much better fighter. So for me personally, it's like, all right, I've bet this guy at the same price against way worse fighters.
He shouldn't have been that price, clearly.
It's true.
Exactly.
But also also the way I bet, it's like, how much value do I really think there is now going against this guy who is definitely the best fighter he's ever fought? So it's just like, for me personally, I don't think he should have been that. Yeah, I don't think he should have been that price in those fights, but he was that price in those fights. And I don't know if I want to pay the exact same price against a good fighter in Yusuff. To be honest, I thought he might be the underdog because Yusuff is usually...
How good is Yusuff, though? Like, I'm not even trying to shit on the guy, but, like, what is his wins in the UFC? And, like, who has he fought that's as dynamic and dangerous as Diego Lopez? Like, when has he had to deal with this specific type of style?
Never. Lopez is a very unique
And I think a lot of the things that Lopez does are just going to give Sadiq a lot of problems, bro. And for me, that's why I'm a little bit more bullish on it.
Like Sadiq's the better striker. I'll give him that. You know, he's definitely the
Yeah,
better
but
striker.
what if your like strikes just don't do any damage? Like they just eat him and then return, and then when you get hit, you're not.
The durability edge is massive for Lopez.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's I won't argue he's the better fighter or not. Like I agree with what you're saying. It's just like, bro, this is such a good matchup for Lopez because of that, factor, right? That's my opinion of it.
Yeah, that's ultimately why I picked Lopez, because I think the durability edge is so huge. But Yusuff also hits hard, man. Like, and to be honest, Lopez is very hittable on the feet. He's not a good striker, really. So
Has he ever been finished?
Lopez been finished, yeah.
Okay.
He got ground and pound before the UFC. But he was in like a weird position, and he ended up getting finished. But yeah, man, like I think that Lopez is going to win the fight, and it's mainly based on the durability upside for him from me. So yeah, I'll pick Lopez, and we'll write him down as the side -135.
I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see what happens, man. I can't wait to see how it plays out. I have to write down the sub here, man. That's going to be one of my props, probably. I know it could come a few different ways, but and I know the sub could be kind of square. But I just think +275, you're getting a little bit too much value. I think once it hits the ground, bro, I think he gets him, bro. I think he wraps. Like, he was so close to wrapping up Movsar Evlov and something so many times, bro. And just so many, like, that guy's submission defense is crazy, bro. How many times we seen him, like, wrapped up in something and he just somehow gets out, right? He always puts himself in subs, but his ability to survive it is crazy. Whereas, like, Sabatini probably would have eventually got subbed, maybe. I don't think so, but his chin was just so bad in that situation it didn't matter. I think Sadiq's chin's a little bit better than Sabatini.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah,
not Moicano, Lopez submission.
So I'm putting Moicano wins in round 2 or 3. I've just seen his +580. That's pretty good for me, JB. So
it's better than the round 3 decision. I like it way better.
Yeah,
it's a better price. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I guess they're thinking potential decision.
No round. They're saying it's not round 2. That's what they're thinking.
So what did you want? Lopez submission, bro. All right.
Ooh, yeah, I like Lopez submission personally. For me, yeah. What's the price on it?
+275. Why not?
On a Lopez submission, baby? Heck yeah, dog. Give me that all day.
Nice. Lopez submission. The only thing I worry about the submission is that
he KOs him.
Yeah, I mean, like, Sadiq's chin isn't the best, but hey, he could just hurt him and then jump on a sub, to be honest.
I think that's exactly what happens here, bro.
So Capin is coming in with the pretty bullish take on Lopez submission in general.
Yeah, man. So I agree with him, and he's a pretty sharp individual. So I think we're seeing eye to eye. Dude, this guy's jiu-jitsu is better than the whole division.
Yeah. Blunt Force coming with that coming with that narrative information. We love it all, bro. We add it all into the pot. We have the crowd energy, we have the
100%.
We have it all, we add it all in, and then we come up with Lopez submission +275.
That crowd is 1,000% gonna affect some fights tomorrow.
100%, bro. Crowd affects fights. I spoke about it recently. I can't remember where it was.
It was with me, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It definitely does affect fights for sure, man. We've seen, you know how we know, because we've seen the difference between the COVID era and then when they go actually in the big pay-per-views. The energy is different. The fights are sometimes more electric. I've literally seen the crowd start going wild and a fighter respond instantly. Like he definitely does. So yeah, man.
Yeah, moving man. On. Wild fucking game, bro. You're in there fucking half naked fighting for fucking 300K. It's fucking gonna be fucking definitely the crowd gonna affect your the way you fight, man.
Facts. I don't think we want to play over 1.5 rounds in a Lopez fight, to be honest, brother. The guy's a bit too much of a madman for me.
Yeah.
All right, Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. I'll be short with this one. Kayla Harrison is obviously big finishing upside. She obviously has a lot of grappling upside here. At the end of the day, Holly Holm is a kickboxer. You know, she's a boxer, a former boxer, a lifelong boxer. And I think that if Harrison gets on top of her, she could dominate her. Now, it's kind of hard for me to project Harrison's finishing ability because when she's fought girls that are pretty good, she hasn't finished them. Marina Mocatina, she didn't finish, but obviously, you know, I played the over in that spot, right? I played over 1.5 rounds. And obviously, Kayla Harrison, the reason she went to decision with that girl mainly is because of the other girl was a jiu-jitsu guy, right? But also, she went to decision with Aspen Ladd, which maybe is not a great look, but she did dominate her. And then she also went to a decision with Larissa Pacheco. But again, Pacheco's a tough girl. So outside of that, she's fought girls that are not on her level, and she's just dominated and run through them. So I'm kind of having a hard time judging Kayla's finishing ability here. But I've ultimately leaned on the side of she's got high finishing ability here because it's mainly a fade on Holly Holm. Not so much. I don't think Harrison's world famous finisher, but I think Holly Holm on the ground is no bueno. She's 42 years of age. She got finished via choke a couple of fights ago. No, sorry, last fight, right? She's almost never been on the ground. And when she has been on the ground, she hasn't looked good, in my opinion. Colostrum is another good point here. Kayla couldn't use elbows in those fights. Elbows definitely going to change the fight here. So I just feel like the lifelong boxer in Holly Holm is not going to do well with an Olympic judo fighter on top of her who's more physical. And that's what Holly Holm's MO is over the last 5 years. It's about her being more physical. And now she's not more physical. And she's going against the grappler as a lifelong striker. And she happens just to be about 12 years older than her. Or 10 years older than her. So I think Harrison's going to finish her and make a statement at UFC 300. What about you, bro?
Yeah, 42 is kind of old as dirt. Like, we forget to talk about the intangibles sometimes, right?
Oh, mate.
Not all the time, but, you know, this is 42 years of age is really old. You know, she's definitely shown some good, decent performances in recent memory, but she did get finished by Bueno Silva, who just went and lost to Raquel Pennington in a 5-round fight. Harrison's probably, you know, one of the best ground game fighters. My worry is if she's able to get it to the ground, right? Because I don't like some of the ways she enters on her takedowns, how easy she's going to get it to the ground, and if she finishes. So I'm just pass here completely. If anything, it's like Harrison over 1.5, Harrison over 2.5 for me.
You really don't think she's going to be able to get
not in round one, not like easily. I think it would take like a good effort to get her to the ground, because she's just gonna grab her, judo toss her. Like I don't think her takedowns are the best, but I ultimately think she wins the fight. I don't want to call a method personally for me, so I just don't have a take on the fight, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you. She's strong as shit, bro. Like, I don't think she needs to have this amazing blast double to get Holly Holm down. Like,
true.
Once they're up against the fence, I think Holly's going to feel the strength difference. That's why I feel.
She's a big bitch, man. She could be a dude, bro. She might have a dick, bro. Real talk.
She fought at 155, man.
You ever seen that South Park episode where that dude comes in and he's like Heather Swanson?
Has what?
It's the dude, the transgender. He comes in. It's like a dude, and he tries to compete in the lady sport. That's what this reminds me of, bro. Kayla Harrison.
I might have. The real Leah Thomas.
For real.
We got to put some respect on Harrison's name. She's been getting a lot of hate lately.
For real. Nah, I don't want to go in on her like that. It's a little disrespectful, but I think I think not my real name might be right though. No jokes.
Yeah, that might be a fact right there. I think not my real name is he's on the ball with that one.
Great reference, bro. For real, dog. Heather Swanson.
Leah Thomas, not Brittany Griner. Who's Brittany Griner? Is that a basketball chick who got arrested?
Yeah, that's the one that went to Russia, right?
Yeah. So he got arrested
there? Like, what are you doing over there? Like, if you over there, it's like that other dude, not LaMelo Ball. What's the other one? Not Lonzo Ball, LaMelo. What's the other one? LiAngelo. But this dude goes over to China and he steals You're an NBA player, bro, and you're gonna steal a pair of sunglasses? Or are you about to go to the NBA? Your family's rich. Crazy, man. What did that guy say? Beard Jew. Imagine Kayla rips your pants off. What do you do next? Oh, I would get up in that. I have to give it. Jewish better gets down, man. I don't discriminate.
We got Armin Tsarukyan out here.
As long as she don't have a pee-pee, If I see the pee-pee, I'm out.
All right.
This combo is drifted.
Bro, personally, I like Harrison to finish, so I'm gonna write the under 2.5 at +105 for me.
I feel like you're on to something, bro. I don't have a great take on it, but like the way you're talking about it, and I knew you were gonna
UFC wants this, you know that.
Yeah, 100%. And then she could fight Nunez. Like, this is the same way I feel about Lopez winning. Who the fuck is Sadiq Yusuff? Jalen Turner, that guy don't sell shit. Yeah.
And I don't like the UFC wants this lazy.
It doesn't work all the time, but it makes sense, bro. Like, that's literally what they want.
It works if your own research tells you that they're going to win as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, people just say it and disregard what they think or what actually they see on tape. But obviously, if they both line up, then that's the side you want to be on. And this both lines up for me. I think the UFC want her to get a standout win. And I also believe that she can get a standout win based on what I've seen from Holly Holm's lack of bottom game and just her to be 42 years of age, Yeah. And she's on UFC 300. There's a reason for that, So, yeah.
Facts. All facts.
All right. This is a mad card still.
Yeah, and I'm picking a lot of dogs, too. So, come on. Yeah, some favorites got to win.
So, I like Aljo in this fight, bro. I think the grappling upside is there again, just like the Caleb fight. We got a striker versus grappler at the end of the day. I was surprised to see the under 2.5 at +175 just because it's a binary fight and both fighters have clear finishing ability. I didn't end up on it personally, but it was something I'm looking at. So, yeah, man, Calvin Kattar is obviously the better striker in this fight. I do think that Aljo can compete, but I just feel like if it's 15 minutes on the feet, I think he gets hurt and he gets wobbled, to be honest. But I do think he can compete while he's mixing in his takedowns. I think he can win on the feet for a minute and then shoot a takedown. I just don't want him to stay on the feet for 15 minutes because I think he's probably getting knocked out or at least hurt badly. So, yeah, I got Aljo because on the feet it's fairly close. And then, obviously, he's got all the grappling upside. It's funny because I go back on Calvin Kattar's career and the guy's got 30 fights, JB. 30 fights. And I haven't seen any time when he's been on the ground, basically. I haven't seen him fight someone who's going to try and take him down consistently time and time again. And I haven't seen him fight off all these jiu-jitsu attempts that Aljo will push to him, which is kind of crazy because he's had so many fights. He just basically fought strikers for the most part. And even when he does fight a grappler like Moicano, he just got pieced up on the feet. So it's interesting that I couldn't find that tape for the most part. But I tend to think, just like the Holly Holm and Kayla Harrison fight, that the grappling's going to be levels apart here. Yes, we haven't technically seen it, but I don't think it takes a genius to come to the conclusion.
Contact clues, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that Aljo's a level above Kattar on the ground. He's one of the best MMA grapplers in the world. And yeah, I like Aljo to get the win here. Inside the distance, decision, I don't really know, to be honest. I could see decision. I could see submission. But yeah, I'm on Aljo overall, bro.
Can't see the ground and pound? Nah, I don't think it comes. But I like the submission here, bro. It's one of my... Another sub I'm going to call on the card. You guys know I'm a sub guy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fake the funk. I thought Kattar might be a lot bigger than him. I don't think that's the case here. I don't think it's going to matter. Just because we haven't seen the grappling doesn't mean it won't happen. And the good thing I like about Aljo, on the feet, I think at kicking range, he's going to be the better fighter, right? Now, when it comes into boxing range, I think that's when he has to start to look to implement some things like footwork, getting out of range, or shooting takedowns. And I think that's where he's going to have success. In the clinch, he can fake takedowns. 2 strikes. I just think he's the overall better mixed martial arts fighter. He mixes them all together well. Coming off a knockout loss, I think people are giving him a little flack. I think he should be maybe even a little bit wider favorite here, if not the price is correct. But I really, really, really like the sub because once he gets it to the ground, I don't know if he's going to have a problem submitting him. He trains with great people. Jason Rao. He's training with, all those guys at Sarah BJJ. He's a true black belt. Submitted Corey Sandhagen like it was fucking nothing.
Dang.
Yeah. What's the line on it, man?
Submission, it was 400. It's definitely not that anymore, I don't think. I would say 375, bro. We like it. We like it.
I do, man. I think it's taking action for a reason. I think people are going to start doing the math. And maybe after this podcast, they don't call me the line mover for a reason. Some subs on this card, man. How many have I taken so far? 2? I think those are legitimate ones to take, bro. Like Lopez
sub, but we didn't write it down.
Okay. So I wasn't. Yeah, just me personally. I like Lopez sub, Sterling sub. Like those are 2 that I really, really think can hit.
You're not forcing it.
Yeah, dude. And like I think a lot of like before it was like, oh, he takes every submission prop. So I've been trying to do a little bit better. And as of recently, bro, I've been fucking calling him. So
all right.
Let's see. Anything else you like him? No, I don't think. I think we're good.
No, because I don't know between I like Aljo money line. That's all I like. Yeah. I don't mind the under 2.5, but it's like I'd just rather take Aljo sub with you over the 2.5. Like
let's go. Let's ride, baby. Let's ride. I love to hear it.
Yeah, man, I'm going with you, bro. Prochazka versus Rakic. I don't have much on this one.
Me either, to be honest with you.
I think Rakic is the better technical fighter, but that doesn't mean that he's going to win. I mean, Jiri's usually the worst technical fighter, but then he usually wins. If you look at his record, he's got 29 wins and he has only lost 4 times. Out of those 29 wins, he's probably the less technical fighter, about 25 of them, but it's not just about that with Jiri because he pushes a crazy pace. I'm not going to go in depth on what Jiri is or what Rakic is. I ain't really got too much of a take, JB. I'm going to say Rakic wins the decision, but can you really bet a decision against Jiri Prochazka? That guy is an under machine. I made a lot of money betting under 2.5 rounds on Jiri. So big, fat pass fight for me, bro. What about you?
I think it could be a fight of the night, bro. I think bet this to be the fight of the night. I think there could be a few of them on the card. But it's possible. I don't really have a really big take on this one, man. Jiri's a fucking madman. He's going to go for it. You already know. Maybe Rakic shoots some takedowns here. I think he has some leg kick upside as well.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just a complete pass because, if Jiri didn't get knocked out in his last fight, I think he's a little bit wider of a favorite here for me personally. I think people like him. He's got a little bit more of a name. I don't think a lot of public money is going to be coming in on Rakic. So when we look at just market analytics, why isn't Jiri a wider favorite? It must mean, in my opinion, it would mean the sharp money's probably taking a stance on the Rakic side because for the most part, I've seen public money on Jiri. Seen a few sharps I know on the Rakic side. So yeah, maybe I'm just gonna pass on this one here personally, man. I've seen Jiri go against Dominic Reyes. He got knocked out with an up kick in that fight. It was weird as heck, man. Yeah. That was one. I remember that was a crazy fight because it was my man Dave. Shout out Dave. We was in a BP parking lot. We was getting some gas, and my fucking tire popped, and then we had to watch the fight on that, and we were fucking freaking out with the it's called AAA. They come and fix your car for you. You know what I'm talking about, right? And the AAA guy, the guy that was fixing it, he started watching the fight with us because we were freaking out, man. It was 11 a.m., and we're all in this gas station parking lot just fucking screaming while this guy's fixing my tire. That shit was great.
Sounds fun, bro. I watched that fight, and I had the under 2.5 rounds, and I was like, how the fuck did this fight – how is it still going on, Because it went on for ages. It seemed like it went on for ages. I mean – it only went 1.5 rounds or so, or did it end in the 3rd round or the second?
In the second. Yeah, it felt like it went to the 3rd because of the crazy amounts of action. I had to look. I literally thought the same thing today. Bro, I thought it was in the 3rd round and it was in the 2nd.
Yeah, literally 30 seconds off the round 3, and obviously I had the under 2.5 rounds, and I was like, Are you taking the piss? We're really gonna go into the third round, bro. Like what?
I actually think this could go over, bro. I don't really want to take a crazy stance on it, but that's like my bet on the fight, if anything.
Yeah.
Just because that's tough. Like, when has Rakic been finished?
Is that 1.5 though? Yeah. Oh no, 2.5.
No, that's a lie. It's 1.5. I don't know. Maybe it is 2.5. It's pretty crazy, bro.
Because they're all 2.5s.
I think it's 2.5 for a reason, bro.
2.5, but juice to the under though.
Yeah. I think it's that for a reason, bro. I think a lot of people will bet that under.
Yeah, I don't mind the over, but like the over 1.5. But we don't have a read on it. Like,
I think that under 2.5 could be I think that over 2.5 could be another little parlay buster. But I'm not taking it, bro. Jerry's like a fucking nut, bro. How you bet it? And then that's like my thing, right? Is like I don't think people would be betting it for that reason. But like historically, they've gone over. Like not Jerry, but yeah, not Jerry. Yeah. I think it's just like whose fight is it? And Jerry just forces it to be his fight sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna pass.
I don't think you can have a strong take on that one. I mean, maybe people out there do, but I just don't see it.
I don't.
I've done the research.
Oh, are we on the main card already? Holy shit.
First fight of the main card now, yeah.
Holy shit. Let's go.
Bo Nickal, Cody Brundage. Are we taking Cody Brundage or what?
Nah, dog. I think this line's pretty accurate. I actually like cause flip a coin, right? But I actually like
it's accurate. Are we taking both?
Actually,
the shit has come down massively.
Actually,
bro.
I was gonna say I actually think the line should be a little wider, personally, for me. No, I'm not taking Bo Nickal though.
Massively. It was minus 2,500. Now it's minus.
I personally think Bo wins this fight, man. Like probably more than that line suggests, which is kind of
minus 1,600.
Yeah, what does that add up to? Like
90. Was it like 91, 92?
I think he wins at 90%. So like that's accurate. Yeah, I guess
90% minus 900.
It could even be 95%. Like realistically, it's like banana peel territory, bro. In my opinion. And we could talk about it. Like I guess Bo's unproven. Blah blah blah. We don't know how the cardio lasts. Bro, he's been in like the craziest. I guess wrestling, MMA ain't the same thing. But what Cody Brundage, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like people really trying to make a stretch, in my opinion, but
95 is a stretch, bro. Like 95% for
no, I'm saying with the people on the Brundage side, like I think they're making a stretch, bro. Straight up.
Not really, bro. Like I mean, what you think? What to say that Cody Brundage has more than a 5% chance of winning the fight is a stretch?
I get.
Now it's the line's actually changed a bit now, but like. I don't know. I think 95%.
The movement was correct, is what you're saying.
I think the movement's definitely correct. I'll ask you this question, like, because I mean, we can go into the technical aspects of this fight. There's no point. We're all picking Bo Nickal. Yeah, we know that, right? But I said Bo Nickal about 85 is about right. But to go 10% above that is a bit much for me. The reason I think the line is correct. Like, let me ask you this question: if Cody Brundage was fighting the champion Dricus du Plessis, what do you think Dricus would be? Like, what line do you think it would be?
Yeah, you're right. I get what you're saying.
Probably minus 1,000, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So they made Bo Nickal minus 2,500.
Yeah.
But the actual champion in the division, who we know can take a shot, who we know can push a 5-round pace, who we know has knockout power, who we know has insane strength and grappling and wrestling, would only be minus 1,000, but Bo Nickal is minus 2,500. Bo Nickal is the second biggest favorite in history. He's the only fighter in UFC history to have two lines more than minus 2,000.
Whoa.
It's obviously based on hype. It's obviously not based on skill set. Like, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So for that reason, if it's based on hype, if everybody agrees it's based on hype, and you can't disagree because I've just proven it with the Dricus du Plessis or the Sean Strickland, right? I don't think
but you're right. You're right.
We know it's based on hype, right? Like, we all agree that it is based on hype. Even if we think he's going to win, we agree that the line is based on hype because we know that the champion wouldn't be that big. So if it is based on hype, then instantly we have to look at it and go, oh, okay, it's probably not accurate if it's based on hype. From what we know, it might be accurate. He might win 98% of the time. But from what we know, and that's what I'm saying, like the pre-fight line and the post-fight line is completely different. So like oftentimes, and I'm going
Gotta
off
plug
on
my chart. My fault. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I gotta plug my phone in, or it's gonna
and
die.
Come on, bro. Yeah, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent now as well for the viewers, but like the pre-fight line and the post-fight line is completely different. So that's what we have to understand. Like sometimes I'll make a bet and then it'll lose, and then people will come at me saying, "Oh, look at that! That was such a bad bet." And then I'll think to myself, well, it was a bad bet post-fight. So yes, you're right, it was a bad bet, but there was no way of knowing the fight would play out like that pre-fight. So actually, it wasn't a bad bet pre-fight. It was only a bad bet post-fight. But sometimes there's no way of knowing. I give this example a lot, and I say that Cyril Gane at -110 was a very good bet against Francis Ngannou. But Francis Ngannou's true odds in that fight is about -300. And the reason for that is because the wrestling upside is so huge on the Francis Ngannou side, right? But we didn't know that pre-fight. So although it was a bad bet at -110 post-fight, pre-fight it was a good bet because it turned out that what we knew, which was striking, he got schooled in the striking, and Ngannou got schooled in the striking by Cyril Gane. You can't project takedowns and a grapple fuck from rounds 3 to 5 for Ngannou. It's impossible pre-fight. So yeah, I just wanted to, I have to go on my rants every once in a while.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, please.
Did you bet Bo Nickal? I mean, I'm not Bo Nickal. Did you bet Cody Brundage in his last fight?
Yeah, I did.
Did you bet him in the fight before that?
Yeah.
Just cash 2 dog tickets for us in the past 2 fights, bro. I mean, why don't we go back to the well? Like, why not, right? Because it's just a bad matchup. Like, it's fucking.
Bro, honestly, I would have at -25, -2,500 for Bo Nickal. Yeah. I would have probably put half a unit on Cody at +1,200.
Yeah.
Now it's +850. What is +850 implied? What is it like? 11%?
Let's look it up. Let's look it up, bro. 850 would be like 11%, maybe a little less than that, actually. No, like 11.5%, I want to say.
Yeah.
So it's just like banana peel territory, bro, which is like Jacob Malkoun fight. Look what happened, bro. Banana peel, Look at the Zachary Reese fight. What happened? Banana peel, Like this guy just kind of keeps getting lucky, bro. And
I'm saying Bo's 85%, so I'd give Cody about 15%. And
there's a little bit of value.
It could turn out that it's 95%. Like the skill set is there for it to turn out. But
that's what I think. Yeah.
I can't say that pre-fight because I just don't know, bro. I haven't seen
him UFC, dog. Shit happens, bro. It's a fucking fist fight.
I haven't seen him take a punch, and I haven't seen him go 3 rounds. So although it may be 95%, I can't project that. So yeah.
It would be a holy shit moment if Cody Brundage won this fight. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're not taking anything here.
I don't think there's much value on +850. +1,200, I know it's a small difference, but I think it's a difference enough for me to play it. At the end of the day, you can say small difference in implied probability, but if I put a unit on that, I'm earning another 4.5 units, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's the part people don't get, right?
Yeah, so it's funny because like this is the easiest fight to break down, and we've spent a long time on it. But
which makes me feel like we should take Cody Brundage at this point, bro. We're gonna come back to this and be like, why the fuck did we not take Cody Brundage, bro?
Cody's the side, bro, for sure. But I don't think he'll win. Obviously, I don't think he'll win.
Right,
I think 85% of the time he loses, bro. That's like such a hard click to bet on someone who I think loses 85% of the time.
Yeah, I guess we don't write him down then.
We ain't writing Bo Nickal. I'll put that.
What about Bo props? No. It's like flip a coin, right?
It's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit, man.
All right, man. Let's move on then.
What should we put Nickal ITD at -1,300? We feeling that one?
Oh Lord.
Well, you know what? We can get -900 if we line shop. It took a bit of action from -750. It took a bit of action, but we can still get -900.
That's crazy, man. Let's move on.
What about Cody Brundage ITD?
+13, +1,500. Cody Brundage ITD. What if he wins a decision though? Like, what's the difference? +1,300. Hell yeah, let's do it. Brundage ITD for the. Just throw it in, bro. Just throw it in. I might use it.
I don't know, man.
Just throw it in for me.
All right. Isn't it better to take money line? Oh, whatever.
That's not what we're here for, James.
Anyway, rant over, boys, but you know how it goes. Oh, whoops.
Remember the JB special exists, so I might ruin it with that.
Bro, take this one away because I've done my rant for the day. I need to.
Dude, I love listening to the rants. I love listening to the talks. I don't know, man, because I think there's possibilities for Charles to win this fight. His jiu-jitsu is dangerous. He's a good striker. He's got good knees in the clinch. He's got good elbows in the clinch. Used his wrestling pretty good in the first round against Islam to get back to the feet. Like, used some jiu-jitsu to get to wrestling to get back to the feet, and it worked. But he got outstruck there. I think Armin's striking is getting better, and I think his wrestling is good enough to get on top here and possibly avoid submissions. Do I think Charles is dangerous on the ground? Yeah, 100%. But it's not like Lopez or any of these other guys. Yeah, it's just as dangerous, but like, he hurts guys and submits them. He himself gets hurt a lot, and I think that's the key here. And I think once he gets hurt, he's liable to kind of just get, he's done if you go to the ground with him. That's what I want to say, because these guys are giving him a chance to recover, right? And I think that's a big thing that people are missing. Armin's not going to give him that chance to recover. He might ground and pound instead. Or maybe even take a submission. Like, we've seen Charles get submitted quite a few times. It was his one way he lost in a lot of these fights, right? Kevin Lee was able to take him down a couple times until he got submitted, but Kevin Lee's not that good. But yeah, Armin, right? He's not really like a sub guy, I guess you would say. He doesn't have much in the UFC.
No.
But he's got a bunch pre-UFC by rear naked choke.
Yeah.
And arm triangles live as well. Like, the thing I want to say is, in the Islam fight, right? I feel like he tapped a little quick, bro. Like, I get it, right? You could say, oh, the squeeze of Islam market. And I believe it, bro. I think that kind of squeeze is mad. But, like, do you think it was a quick tap?
Yeah, I do.
Like, really quick.
Your mic's effing about.
Okay, my fault. Can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, I thought it was a really, really quick tap.
So did I, yeah.
And I think if Armin grabs anything, he might just do the same thing. Like, I've seen it time and time again. I don't want to call the guy a quitter. But yeah, when he faced the adversity and didn't get the time to recover, it was a quick tap. So, say what you want. I think he's a hype, not a hype train, but like, the fact that he's fought so many big names and gotten the wins over him, I think, is why you're getting the line as close as it is, which I think a lot of people will say is a little insane. Yeah, I think Armin's live for a finish here, KO or submission. KO or sub.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if he gets a submission on Charles after, like, not getting one at all in the UFC. But I can definitely see it. And the submission late props are kind of big. I've been thinking about playing them myself. I heard them on Narco Cop show, and we're on the same side. But obviously, it's a bit tough to get.
Yeah, I didn't even listen to that, so it's cool. Like, when other people are seeing the same shit, and I'm not even, I'm just doing my own study, got my own breakdowns. We line up. I like that.
Like, it's obvious in terms of the line, right? Like, if I'm gonna give an outright pick, I guess probably TKO from top makes more sense. From that fight. But if I'm looking at the lines and they give me, I think it was plus 2,000 for round 2 sub, plus 3,000 for round 3 sub.
I think it's coming round 1, bro. Like, I get what you're saying, but like,
yeah, I mean, Charles.
The way he hurt Benny, and then like the way Charles gets hurt in every round 1, and definitely. Then like, yeah.
I personally feel like it will come later, but like, I understand. But yeah, man, I'll go with Tsarukyan as well. Like, I didn't break the fight down, so yeah, I think Tsarukyan is the side. I think that I just feel like his grappling is going to be able to neutralize Charles Oliveira.
Yes.
I think he has really good grappling. I think he's very strong from top position. And I see him being able to defend submission from Charles on the bottom. And I think he can just fuck him up from top. I ain't got much more to say. Like, if the fight stays on the feet, Charles is going to look like the favorite, because I think Charles is a better striker, which means he's going to look like the favorite. I also think that Arman could knock him down on the feet for sure. Like Arman hits pretty hard. He's quite athletic. And Charles Oliveira, even if he's a better striker than you, he can still get knocked down. He can still get cracked on the feet. So I wouldn't be surprised if Arman knocks him down. But on the feet, I do think Charles he's too dangerous to not be considered the favorite in that fight. But I don't think Arman's going to be doing that. I think if Arman comes into this fight with a good game plan, he can kind of dominate Charles and finish the fight inside the distance. I think he's going to want to finish the fight inside the distance. He's already been told that he's getting a title fight against Islam Makhachev here. I believe that motivation and mindset is a big thing in MMA. I believe that a lot of people disregard this aspect of MMA, but I think is actually quite important. You know, people who have no motivation, people who know that they're retiring, or people who know that they've only got a couple fights left, etc., etc., they don't perform to the best of their abilities most of the time. Also, people that have fought for the title, lost the title, had title defenses, and are still fighting up-and-coming hungry guys, I think they don't do as well as they would do if they was on the come-up. I think Tsarukyan really, really wants that title match against Makhachev. Oliveira had the chance to fight Islam Makhachev in a rematch for the belt, and he turned it down. I think it may have been from an injury. I want to say he was injured. I don't know if it was... Yeah, okay, so it was scheduled, and then he was cut. But they tried to remake that fight, I'm pretty sure, and he turned it down. And now he's fighting someone else. But why can't he fight Makhachev again? Makhachev will take any fight, 100%. Makhachev don't give a shit. He's just some Dagestani dude from... Like, he's going to do what the UFC say to him. And I'm pretty sure they wanted to make that Oliveira rematch. But yeah, who's that? So Kapinzev is saying Arman can neutralize him on the mat is a wild take. Got up from Islam by threatening a leg, and Benel just gave up position because Charles was too much. Well, we'll see on the weekend, bro. I personally think he can do that. Yeah, I mean, I think he can do that.
It's called the club and sub, guys. I'm sorry. It's exactly how Islam Makhachev did him, and just watch the tap. On top of that, like, it's the tiny details within the grappling, and my man James, kind of explained it. He thinks that the grappling is going to be the upside for Arman Tsarukyan, right? A lot of people would say that's crazy because jiu-jitsu guy, best submissions in the game, Charles Oliveira, been submitted multiple times in his career by far lesser grapplers. Arman Tsarukyan, it's the tiny details, guys, that you don't see, the positional details that eventually, you're forced into a position. He uses punches to force you into submissions. And a lot of the times, the guys just see the submissions coming and they give up to the ground and pound instead. But he's capable of doing it, guys. Just look at his career record. And you'd be stupid to think Arman, just look at his ground game, right? You're telling me the guy doesn't have submissions. No, he's just position over submission. I just don't think it's going to matter here in this spot. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but when we're talking about, the numbers here, right? What's the numbers on a Arman Tsarukyan submission? Let's just talk about it real quick.
Yeah, and I also want to say, I think actually the fight from Arman against Joe Alvarez, the way he shut him down on the mat and made him look like a little child, I think Alvarez has a very good guard, to be honest. So that was
same line, too. Same exact line, by the way. I got Arman at minus 225. There was a brief moment you could have got him at minus 200, just like this fight, literally.
He made him look like a baby on the mat, which is interesting because, I played him in that fight. But Alvarez has a good guard, bro. He definitely does, man.
He beat the fucking piss out of him, bro. He wiped the fuck. And this fight's considered to not go the distance, right? What's Arman to win outside the distance? Plus 105, right? So they're saying, he probably wins inside the distance.
Yeah, of course.
And then you're saying KO is plus 145. He's gotten a few KOs on the mat.
Yeah,
guys, plus 700.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my brother! We are going to make a fucking bag tomorrow. Let's go.
And the thing is that Arman Tsarukyan, I think, like you said, little details in the grappling. A lot of people in MMA, when they're in full guard, right? Like if they're in the top position, and let's say Charles or whoever they're fighting is on bottom, and he creates space and he angles off, he shrimps to one side, they just try to escape instantly. They panic a little bit. I've seen it time and time again. Whereas Arman Tsarukyan, I've seen him in guards before, and he'll follow the hips. very, very naturally, right? Just very naturally. And he's got a deep base from Russia, you know. He lives in Russia, and a lot of those Russians do that. You see the Dagestanis, the reason they ain't getting submitted from the guard, which they're always in guard, is because they follow the hips very, very well. You know, they go hip to hip. Anytime anyone creates some space, they're instantly on it. They just follow the line. So they never really put themselves in too much danger. It's not impossible for Charles to get a submission here, because obviously Charles is one of the greatest submission artists. Actually, he has the most submissions in UFC history. So am I going to be like, wow, that was so crazy? Charles Oliveira submitting Arman Tsarukyan.
Wouldn't be a shocker. I agree.
I'm not going to say it's so crazy, but Arman ain't minus 1,000. He's minus 220. And I personally think that he can deal with him on the mat. So I guess we see tomorrow. It's going to be a good fight. I can't wait for it. I like how it's divided in the space. And at the end of the day, we're just going back and forth here. So if anyone has the opposite take of me, good luck. You know, not really good luck if I've put money on it, but this is what I love doing. I love going back and forth. So
yes.
We'll see how it plays out tomorrow. So yeah, we both like Tsarukyan. We said we like Tsarukyan submission as well at that price.
I do. And you know what's funny is, like you said, if I have money on it, I guess not really good luck. Yeah, fuck that. No, it's not good luck, bro. I want to win. What the hell? I can't wish you luck. I don't hate you. I don't hate you.
I ain't playing it, you know, but if I'm playing it, there ain't no good luck.
No good luck, bro. I mean, I don't hate you as a person. I just can't wish you luck.
May the best man win.
Exactly.
We'll say that.
Exactly.
What they're giving me for Tsarukyan 2-3. I don't think they're giving me a lot, but we'll see anyway.
Yeah, man, I don't mind it. I totally could see it coming in one though too. I know, like, I get your late prop on it, but something about Charles tells me, man, he's just gonna get hit, and that's it. He's gonna quit. I know everybody says he's not a quitter, right? But it's just like, man, watch that Makhachev fight back, man. Tap pretty damn quick, if you ask me. I'm going to sleep. Brother, why you no go to sleep? That's what Khabib said, right? Brother, why you no go to sleep?
Tsarukyan 2-3 is plus 400. That's decent, bro.
Not bad. Not bad.
Plus 105 for ITD. Plus 2-3 is plus 400. That's nice.
Doesn't make sense to me, yeah.
What would I line Garbrandt versus Charles? Garbrandt versus Charles. Well, Garbrandt has fuck all finishing upside in any fight, so I have to cap that in heavily. I also think Gamrot's chin is worse, way worse than Arman's, and I also think he's more hittable on the feet, actually. So I don't know, man. Like, probably Gamrot's got a bit of cardio, going to take him down, but he ain't going to finish him. And I don't think he's not as physical on the mat, I don't think, as
Let's get back to him on that one, bro. I want to get to these parts.
Yeah,
I ain't going to lie to you, man.
I'll have to get back to you on that one. But,
I ain't going to lie. I love you, Captain Service, but it's 1:15 in the morning where I'm at. So that means it's 2:15 on the East Coast, which means I'm probably not going to go to sleep tonight anyway. So who really cares, man? We got all the time in the world. What the hell am I talking about?
Yeah, the what I would say is that Arman would definitely be a bigger favorite than I make Garbrandt in that fight for sure.
Yeah, same.
So, yeah. All right, bro. BMF title fight going off, man. Best fight on the card, in my opinion. Probably going to be the best fight on the card. Even though I feel like it's going to finish ITD, which may be a hot take. I don't know. I think it's a little bit favored to go over. So oftentimes the fights that finish ITD don't end up being fight of the night because they don't go all the 3 rounds, so 5 rounds, you don't see it. But I feel like this one's going to finish ITD and still be fight of the night. It's going to be a banger for however long it goes. I got Max Holloway, man. I like Max Holloway a lot here. I don't understand. Like, I think Max Holloway should be the favorite in this spot, and instead they want to make him a plus 170 and now down to a plus 125 or something. There's a reason why the line's moving. I think people agree with me. And yeah, man, I broke this fight down a lot this week, boys. I kind of want to get to the parlays now. I just feel like Max Holloway is going to be able to string his combinations together a lot better than Gaethje. I think he's got a durability edge. I think he's got a cardio edge. I think he's got an experience edge, a 5-round experience edge. And so I like Max Holloway, bro. What about you?
Yeah, I think he's got a little submission upside as well. Not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
took a little sprinkle at the plus 2,900, but I don't think there's any more value on it now where it's at. But yeah, man, I think max inside the distance, fight ends inside the distance. Honestly, the other bet that I really like on this card is fight ends inside the distance. Maybe it's square, I don't know. But minus 130, what are we talking about here with these two guys? With Justin Gaethje, who's a guy who's kill or be killed. When was the last time that dude went to decision? Was it
Fiziev could have. That fight was kind of mad as well.
3-round fight versus Chandler or Fiziev, but 3 rounds. Yeah. That goes 5. There's no way.
Probably.
No way. So, yeah, max ITD, fight ends ITD for me, because I will say, like, for the Gaethje side, the low kicks, the just pure power, the danger. Like, if Max, I think he loses this fight if he takes too much damage in those early rounds, right? And if he could avoid taking too much damage, like if the damage doesn't affect him into the later rounds, he's gonna steal 4 and 5. I think, like, pretty easily, bro. And he has to put some damage early on Gaethje as well. Like, it can't just be a complete wash for Gaethje, because then I think he's eventually either gonna go out or just have taken too much damage by the points of round 4 or 5. Kind of like Tony Ferguson, right? He just took the fucking shit kicking of a lifetime. If you go in the ring with that man, you ain't prepared, bro. Your life might change straight up. But I don't think that's gonna happen tomorrow. I think we're gonna see a new BMF. Huge holy shit moment. I think we're gonna see a ton of holy shit moments on this card. And yeah, give me Max. I think Max 4-5 is good as well. I'm not like super bullish on it. I'm really on like Max ITD, fight ends ITD.
Yeah, I'm on the exact same, bro. So we'll write that down. Plus 420.
Yeah. I mean, we're lining up, dude. I think we lined up similar with the what are we getting sub? Plus, I guess there's a little value on it. I can't.
Bro, don't be a pussy, bro. Come on, bro.
No, I think there is a little value on it, but it's not my favorite. Like at that price, right? That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a little value on it, though. There's still a little value on it.
We can push it a little bit. UFC 300, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, for sure, bro. I mean, look, like he wrapped up the neck against Feely. He wrapped up the neck against Cub. I think he could wrap up the neck against Gaethje, who's just a fish on the mat, bro. And like, if he gets hurt, it could definitely happen. And dude, I got a plus 2,900 fucking ticket on it, so let's fucking go.
Huge price, bro. Huge price. Good luck on that.
Thanks, bro.
I like the late props for Max. I kind of think they're must plays.
Dude, imagine he gets his BMF belt and his black belt at the same time, bro. Like, that would be the ultimate fucking just W.
Just feel like it will happen, man. It's written in fate, like Jim Miller winning.
Holy shit, the JB special might be fucking nuts this week. You might have to round robin that shit. It's so fucking crazy. Real fucking talk.
All right, what else we got?
Holy shit.
I want the rounds.
I want the fucking rounds too, brother. They're going to tell us Gaethje. Like I said, I gave the case for Gaethje. I'm not saying it's, but we're talking about Max Holloway, up a weight class, right? Actually prepared to take him at this weight class. People say, oh, look what Gaethje did to Poirier. Look what Poirier did to Holloway. Such a square breakdown, because like literally the fight before that, I'm pretty sure Dustin Poirier knocked out Justin Gaethje at the same weight class. Whereas, Holloway's still fighting at 145. I think this is a real move for him. I think he's bulked up right this time, and I think it's going to pay off for him.
Too lazy to say, oh, he moved up in weight once and he lost before. It means he's going to lose again. That's not how the game works, man. That was a long time ago.
Such a square breakdown, man. Is Gaethje not legit? No, I'm not saying it, but I line Max as a slight favorite too, bro. I really do.
Well, we like Max a lot. 3-4 is 1,500. I know you like the 5. I don't mind 5, but
I like a little sprinkle on 5. But I'm the best boxer in the UFC, baby. Let's go. But he also got the best gilly in the UFC. Shout out to Dustin Poirier. Don't be silly. Jump the gilly. I think Holloway stays on top a little bit more, though. He rides the positions a little bit better. He's smart.
Max will sub Dustin on the ground, bro.
He could, bro, 100%. Even though Dustin subbed him in the first fight, like, it's possible.
Like jiu-jitsu, I think Max will sub him, bro.
Straight up, yeah. It's very possible.
Bro, Dustin ain't got that ground game, bro.
it's not that good. He's been subbed multiple times before. If we're saying, yeah, I agree.
All right, bro. We're on to the main event, man.
No. Co-main event.
Oh, co-main event. Zhang versus Yaonan Yan. And I'm gonna let, bro. I know. You know what? I'm gonna do a quick breakdown. I'm gonna let you take it away because I'm pretty sure that you got some.
Yes, sir.
Than me. So at the end of the day, I just feel like Weili Zhang's gonna be able to take the fight to the ground, and on the ground, I don't. It's hard for me to project Yan just like doing well in that type of fight. I think if she takes her down in round 2, and Yan survives, I think that Zhang's just going to take her down in round 3 again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that even if she survives, I still think she's going to get taken down the next round or something. So that's my breakdown for the fight. On the ground, on the feet, it's like 50-50, and then on the ground, it's like 90-10. So I have to go with Weili Zhang overall, but I don't have any bets on the fight. I don't mind the under. Decent price. I feel like both girls have some finishing ability, mainly on Weili Zhang's side. But yeah, man, that's my breakdown. What about you?
Yeah, but she didn't finish Amanda Lemos. Like, I know she finished Esparza, but I don't think Esparza wanted to be in there straight up, bro. Like, I think she was going up against Weili Zhang. I think Zhang is a dangerous girl. I think Yan wants to be in there more than Esparza did. And that sub was kind of crazy. She's like wildly going on her back. She could have fell off position 20 times there with another girl. Like, Yan is a little bit of a fish, right, on the mat from what we've seen. But then we look at the Mackenzie Dern fight. She defended every submission there perfectly. I don't think Weili's a great submission threat. Now, is she good ground and pound? Yeah, and I think that could be a problem for Yan here, right? I think she could take some damaging strikes on the ground, but I think she could survive them, get back to the feet. And I think there's situations where she defends takedowns early, and that diminishes the confidence of Weili Zhang. Her footwork is good as well, and she doesn't overextend on any of her punches, so it's going to be hard for Weili to find certain entries, right? She's going to have to work to get some of these entries, and I think in that process, she could eat some shots as well. I don't doubt that Yan could KO her even as well. We've seen it happen to Weili a few times. Not like I'm not bullish on it, but I think it could happen.
Yeah.
I think Yan Xiaonan most likely loses here on the mat, right? Like, that's my read on the fight, but I think the line's way too wide. I line her probably closer to plus 225, just because I think the footwork, I think Weili makes mistakes the later the fight goes as well. So I project Yan probably gets taken down in this fight, but I think she shocks a lot of people, possibly gets back up, or possibly even stuffs some takedowns early, and makes Weili fight a striking fight. And Weili's comfortable to fight a striking fight in certain spots, right? She's gotten a lot better with her wrestling, but who's to say you can't force this girl into the brawl, especially when the crowd's going? Look at the Joanna and Jacek fight. Jacek able to get back to the feet. Yeah, I think this girl's wrestling's gotten better, but she did lose late rounds to Rose, even on her back. People are going to be shocked. I think Yan Xiaonan could impress some people in the grappling here. I don't think she's going to get a submission, but I think she could look a little bit better than people think in the jiu-jitsu aspects because of her coaching, right? Like, think about this, right? You live in England, right? Like, they're known for great boxing, right? It's not really a wrestling place, right? So if you were to move from England, let's say, to fucking Pennsylvania, right, or Ohio, where everybody's fucking wrestling, like, think about the massive, even at any age, right? And Jan's not fucking over the hill, right? You can make some crazy, massive improvements in that short period of time. So if she's just able to survive on the mat, I don't think Weili's like the better striker. I think Yan Xiaonan actually is better at distance management and could be able to shock a few people here. I'm not saying it's a complete wash, but I think she can make this fight a lot closer than the line suggests, right? So I'll say Yan should probably be around like plus 225 here. We're getting her at plus 395. That's a big difference, man.
Yeah, man. Like, I can't really argue.
It could look minus 500 Weili, though. It could, because of the grappling upside. Like, she could really get the piss kicked out of her on the ground here. 100% it could happen. But I think there's, like, variants of this fight where Yan actually wins via KO or decision.
Fair enough, bro. Nice breakdown. I'm not gonna go up against much. I mean, I don't need to say much to defend the minus 500.
Does she have bad cardio? Like,
no.
No, her cardio is good. Checks out. Chin is good. Checks out. Like
Yeah,
she's
it's just
got the shit kicked out of her in the
bro. It's literally just the grappling. It's literally just the grappling, bro. That's all
And
it
I'm a
is.
grappling guy, so if I'm telling you I think she has a chance to survive, like I did the study, there might be something there. And straight up, I think it's the entries. Like, how does she enter on her takedowns with Yan? It's going to be
Yeah.
a battle. It's going to be a IQ battle, I think. And Zhang Nan is coming with like this is it for her. Win or lose, like she's got to go here. This is the biggest fight of her career, and I think she has a chance to win it.
Do you like any totals? It's even money for the 4-5.
I think this fight actually, bro, you're gonna call me crazy. I think 4-5 KO for Yan Zhang Nan is live, bro. If
So
he's not getting grappled and like
you would
you
lean
know,
to the under then, right?
I don't have a real take on that one, to be honest, my man.
But if you think it finishes in 4-5, but then the -5, but you're picking the +400, but the -500 obviously has massive upside to finish earlier. You must like the under more than the over.
Yeah, I'll probably just stick with Yan, to be honest with you. I think she could get the KO, so I personally do like the under, yeah.
Yeah, I'll write the under for me anyway.
Yeah, because if you think, I think she survives Weili's onslaught, though, personally, on the ground. Because, like, Lemos really didn't offer much resistance and then even didn't get finished there. I don't know what Weili's, like, thought on that was. Maybe she didn't want to unleash on the cardio. Maybe she was thinking position over submission.
It was close to finishing a good few times.
Like, what if she tries really hard to get the finish and, like, gives up position, right? Like, I just think she can make a boneheaded mistake here. Or she could just TKO her on the ground. I don't know. I think Gan's made a ton of improvements, bro.
Okay, bro. All right, let's come to the main event. Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. I'm on Jamal Hill here. I think that Jamal Hill has a big durability upside here. Alex Pereira, a good kickboxer, but I've seen him wobbled multiple times. I've seen him knocked out multiple times in multiple sports. He's getting on now. He's a bit of a veteran of the game in terms of combat sports. Moved up to 205. He hasn't looked the best at 205. The Jiri fight was a close fight until he knocked him out because Jiri's a madman, and obviously he can knock anyone out with a left hook. The fight against Jan Blachowicz, arguably he lost that fight. He won the fight on optics in round 3. Jan got completely death-gassed after round 1. Obviously, that's a different fight. Jan's got the takedowns there, but I don't think he looked good at 205. Yeah, man, I think Jamal Hill's going to knock him out. Not much more to say, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, man, Hill KO. That's my read. Let's do these parlays, man.
All right, say nothing, bro. So Hill's moneyline side +110, still holding nicely at +110 there. I thought Hill might flip to the favorite, to be honest, but I guess not.
I think it might close pick him. I'm hoping so. I think that makes sense.
All right, so Hill KO. I think it was 200. Hill KO +165. That's a big difference, eh?
Yeah, huge difference. And then, like, what's the inside the like? I'd rather just take the money line. I could see even.
I like 1-2.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I think it could come in any round personally, because it's just the button. Like, it's just like he has to survive and touch the button, right? And
yeah,
it could just 1-2 makes sense, right? Because he touches the button and then that's it, right?
I like 1-2, man.
Yeah,
I think that, like it's going to be a 5 fight. Jamal's going to need to force a 5 fight.
Yeah, and just land, and then that's it. Sweet dreams, baby. And like the dude could crack way harder than anybody, I think. Maybe but like boxing wise, right? Like a left hand from Sweet Dreams might be it.
Night, sweet dreams.
Literally, bro. It's like you can't even. And he's fighting the last card of the night. You know what I mean?
It's gonna line up perfectly, bro.
Damn, a lot of underdogs, bro.
Yeah, we picked a lot of dogs, right?
Decent amount, man.
Yeah.
Decent amount. I think it's like fair.
Almost half the card.
Yeah, I think that's fair though. Like personally.
Yeah, about 5. We got about 5 dogs. That's not bad.
No, not at all.
Well, quick breakdowns there for main. We ain't doing no props. Yeah, bro. We got Hill 1-2. That's all we like. We can't force anything. We like Hill.
And my man Lucrative's done like 20 fucking breakdowns this week, right? Like we really you just go watch the video and that's it, bro. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. It's all good. We're on the last stretch now, boys. We're on the last stretch. And by the way, we got 1,194 people at
Are you kidding?
No, at like 3 a.m. in the morning for most motherfuckers, because most of the audience is from America. So shout out to everyone being here right now. Like, I got to give a big shout out to you. Got to give a big shout out to my host, JB, who's also at 3 a.m. in the morning, but still giving you these breakdowns completely for free. You know, JB don't get paid to do any of this shit. And he's still doing it at 3 a.m. So give JB the flowers. Go and run it up. Like this video, comment on the video, and go and follow my man on Twitter. And we're on the final stretch, bro. We're about to do these parlays. So if anyone don't know how this show works, we've broken down the entire card for you. And now we come to the fun part. We're going to make parlays with all of the plus EV legs we've already laid out earlier in the show. So parlay 1.
Wait. How many likes we got?
You mean here?
No, likes on the video.
Oh, I don't know how many likes we got right now. Let me have a look.
Let's see.
Like, there's 1,000 people here.
If we can get 300 people to watch this video, we'll up it to 9 parlays, bro. And I know the last time we did that, it didn't work out too well. But, bro, let's at least just get 300 likes, and maybe we'll figure it out.
It's UFC 300. UFC 300. We got to get
for 300. We should give out fucking 11 parlays, bro.
There's 90 likes. What? 1,234 people. But all right. Well, fair enough. Not all. A lot of them are on
X.
Twitter. Over 400 live viewers on YouTube, and there's obviously a lot before as well. And there's only 90 likes. That's horrible.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll get some more. But anyway, let's start off with a parlay. So this is my one, right? Parlay 1.
Let's go for it.
All right. What am I feeling, boys?
I don't know, bro. We need it this week, bro. This is it right here, right? This is the one.
All right. I'm going to try a bit of a mad one at the start. Holloway inside the distance. And then we're going to parlay that with... I kind of like Tsarukyan 2-3, but like you said, it could come in 1. I'm not 100% bullish on the 2-3. I do like the 2-3, but do I really want to put it in with another 4-1? That's 2 4-1s. Like, relax. I like Moicano 2-3 even better than Tsarukyan 2-3 at the price, to be honest. It's a better price. And I feel like it's like similar percentage to come in those rounds. I like Andrade. I like Andrade under. I might just play the Andrade under and leave it. Like, I don't really see that fight going to decision. JB, that's my first parlay. Holloway ITD, Andrade under, 2+ monies, and 2 violent spots. I like it, bro.
Can we get an ad on that? I'm gonna call it out for you. So we got plus 425 and plus 115, bro. Plus 425 plus 115, and that's gonna give us a whopping
10 to 1.
How you gonna start it with a 10, bro? How am I gonna one up that,
bro? That you don't have to one it up. Just
no. How do I gotta one up that now, man?
Just do what you want to do, bro. You don't have to.
Jewish better doesn't get out the. No, I'm just playing.
All right, we're getting
124 likes. We getting there. I thought we'd have got way more than that with just that little diatribe, but maybe the numbers are a little off. You know, sometimes how that works, right? Yeah. So I said the most confident play on the card for me was Lopez, right?
You did.
I do like Lopez.
What was ITD? Did you want to let me just see?
Nah. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, look what it was.
Let me just see the price.
Sure. I just remember in my head, I was like, yeah, I don't really think the difference makes that much. You got to pick a method. And I'm like, if I'm going to pick a method, I like the sub, really.
Oh, Yusuff's chin is just like too shit to fade.
And I hear you on that, bro, for sure. That's why I'm thinking, money line at minus 140 is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Or minus 130. Yeah, I'm going to just take the money line for now, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing the sub, just money line. Yeah, I like Moicano 2-3, maybe? What's Moicano is just there. Just scroll down a little bit so I make sure I'm not missing anything.
Your beard is covering it. There you go.
I'm gonna go with Hill 1-2.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Yeah, and then that's gonna be like I think my first parlay, dude.
Clean.
I like it. I like it, dude. I don't want to get crazy, right?
Professional.
Dude, it's professional and like, bro, this is the I have like we've been talking about it for like 4 or 5 weeks. Plus 640. Yeah, I don't gotta one up you, man. Plus 640 is a pretty good parlay, I think, to start the night off.
That's nice, bro. We don't want to get addicted to these like 10-1s, you know.
Oh, we're gonna have them on this card. It's just
Exactly
not on these first two.
All right. My go. So I do like the Harrison. I do like Sterling, but I don't know whether he wins ITD or not. Might take some of these like favorite prices because I want to keep doing only plus monies.
Sure.
We got Aljo Sterling. I'll put him there at -170. I did say I like Andrade, so I'll bang Andrade in. But we got to remember we got the money line parlay, but we can do more than one money line parlay anyway.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we have so many juicy props on this one too.
Yeah. Hill. I like Hill. What we got? Sterling, Andrade, Hill. Let's see what that's coming in. -170 should be enough.
I don't know because that's like the money line parlay. Right? I hate to stop you, but like,
yeah, but so all right. So then let's say that's 2 money line parlays, but like, well, so you're saying that if this one fails, then our money line one's going to fail. That means 2 fail instead of 1.
Correct.
But we have to put. Like I'm sure we're gonna double
but there's
up.
Look how much stuff we have on the board, though. Am I tripping?
Right, well, let's see some of the props that I like.
Like Miller, we like Jan under 4.5.
I could add Miller and then leave him on the money line parlay.
Yeah, you got Jan under 4.5. We both liked. Holloway doesn't go the distance. We both liked. Tsarukyan, we both liked. Like I feel more comfortable throwing in Tsarukyan than. I guess maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, depending on how many parlays we have to do, we're going to have to double up at some point anyway.
Yeah, I just, yeah, you're right. You're right. For sure. And this is your parlay. Don't let me convince you.
I've wrote it down. I feel it. I'm going to leave it.
Let's go.
We'll see how we go as we move on. Because like, all these, at the end of the day, like we're writing these down, but am I actually going to put Moicano 2-3 in a parlay? Like I might do, but
bro,
I don't have to do it just because it's there, you know.
Your confidence got to be there, bro.
Yeah,
man. I'm gonna go with the. I mean, you like that Harrison under 2.5. That's why I was looking at that. I'm shocked you didn't use it, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I was thinking of using it, but
yeah, we still got a few more. So yeah, let me go with. We haven't put him in yet. Let me go with Jim Miller. Plus 154.
UFC 300. Jim, who? I don't know who you just said, actually.
Oh, my fucking God. Jim fucking Miller, bro. What the fuck was I fucking thinking?
Oh, okay.
So you know who else I have to throw up in here?
No.
Money fucking Moicano to win the motherfucking fight. Should I do the 2-3, though, or should I just do money motherfucking Moicano?
Bro, this is you, bro. This is all you, man. I don't know what you want to do.
I like Moicano because I also think he has decision upside.
JB was practicing so much discipline there. You don't understand how hard.
Yo, I had to take a deep breath, bro.
You got it, bro.
When does that ever happen?
154.
That's only 2. I like the Holloway fight ends ITD, which is -130. So I think it's -130. I'm not sure.
Those 2 alone are plus 611.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not enough. Holloway fight ends ITD. What's that?
-130. You want to add that one in, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. This is coming out to plus 1,158.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm going to add Yan Zhao for plus 390.
You want to add Zhang to that parlay?
Yes, I do.
What, not even in the JB special?
Nah, I had something else in mind for that. Sorry.
All right, bro. What? 60 to 1?
Put your fucking soul on it. 6066.
All right. Any more? What was
Put
that?
your fucking soul on it.
4 leg?
Yes, sir. Jim fucking Miller. You got to put money fucking Moicano. And then you got the fucking Holloway fucking inside the fucking distance. And the Yan Chanan fucking CPC fucking PCP fucking parlay, motherfucker.
The chat is flaming you, bro.
Go for it, bro. If that shit cashes, come back to me. And possess for it. Put your soul on it, bro. If we hit, look, you're cause coming from a man who almost hit 125 to 1, right? So you could talk all the smack in the world. I'm gonna be here next week. If you want to tell, that's up to you. You don't have to tell every single parlay we put. That's not the necessity of the show. But this is my parlay. I was allowed to make it. And I think, when there's too much stress, I put too much bullshit in it. We fucking put the plus EV plays there for a reason. If they weren't plus EV plays, they wouldn't be there. So yeah, you laugh at me, I do my research, I do my process, and that's it. Like, we could all be friends at the end of the day. Y'all could hate me, y'all could live your life how you want. I'm gonna smoke a fucking bowl, I'm gonna ride this fucking parlay and hedge it to fucking Whaley ITD if you're really that fucking worried.
Bomb. All right. Is it my turn? 5?
Yes, sir.
6?
Yes,
right.
sir. I think this is the joint parlay, brother.
Okay,
I think this is the joint parlay.
So we should put in, and let me see how many likes we got, because maybe if we get 300 likes, we can do more parlays.
Even if we get close, like, come on, guys, 300 ain't even that much, bro. We had like fucking
137. Nah, bro, we won't do it. Fuck that, man. 137 is taking the piss.
It's pretty late at night, bro. But
got 400 man. 400 man. How can we get 137 parlays? 137 likes.
Dude, 137 parlays this week. I'm down.
So should we put the Harrison under? I do like that, don't I? I've been saying it. So
yeah, man. If you're feeling it, I don't want to even block that energy. I like it.
Yeah, I think it hits.
Dude, I do too. Okay, I do too. We disagreed on the first fight, so let's not do that. I'm just trying to think of something we agreed on, right? I like Tsarukyan personally. I don't know if we want to add. We don't know if we want to add him to every parlay though, right?
True. Yeah. Well, we haven't added him yet, but we will put him in the money line.
And I'm definitely probably gonna have him in the JV special.
Oh, and something.
Yeah, probably.
We both like Hill, but no, I did use Hill there, and we'll probably put him in the money line. And you got Hill 1 too, so we'll have to leave that one.
So what do we put in so far? Oh, plus 105. Man, this is. Do you like Moicano 2-3?
Yeah, I mean, bit of a long shot.
Yeah, it is a long shot, bro. It is a very long shot. You want to kind of keep it safe on this one?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it's just like, what do we got, right?
Yeah, we ain't gonna put Brundage. There's no.
What about the Holloway sub? Holloway round 3-4.
Yeah, 3-4 is probably better than sub, right? Because most likely he's gonna TKO him.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Better than sub, probably, because is he going to finish him in round 1 or 2, on the feet? Probably not, right?
It's possible. I give it a small percentage, yeah, but it's not likely.
But then submission is all 5 rounds, but then 3-4 is only 3-4. But it should probably come in 3-4.
Yeah,
I mean, it's very specific though. But submission, I think submission is a good bet, but obviously I'm not picking it outright. Or maybe I am actually. Submission is a bit of a mad one. We got Max. We're going to put Holloway in the money line. We've also already got him ITD. Doesn't mean we can't go again, but
Pick a number, 1 or 2.
2.
All right, let's go Holloway 3-4.
Holloway 3-4.
Yeah.
That's a huge one. Do we really want to put 1,500 in a parlay?
I mean, what else are we going to put in?
Thing is, we got Max already. We got Max ITD, and then we're gonna
put.
Yeah,
we have to put him in the money line parlay.
Are we not?
We don't have to.
I mean, we're both confident on him.
I mean, then we're both confident in him. It's either we're gonna hit and we're gonna look stupid, or we're gonna hit or we're gonna not hit. You know what I mean? It's like fucking. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, I do think it's gonna come in 3-4.
Like eventually, the plus EV legs are just gonna hit, and that's the nature of the show. And that's my opinion on it. But you could always stop me and say I'm crazy.
No, it's just like this is the discussion. This is how the parlays are made. You know, like I do agree that they're there for a reason.
Does that mean they're gonna hit? No, not necessarily. But we fucking put Kennedy and Juku in a fucking parlay 2 weeks ago, and it didn't hit.
Well, how much do I like? How much do we give for round 1, 2, or 5 for Holloway? I think 5 is the livest out of all of them, which is
2 and 5. Yeah, like late 2, early 5.
I don't. So, I really don't think it comes in the first 2. You know, so then it's really, really.
And it's probably KO, dude. So like, why are we gonna force a sub? Like, I gotta play on it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but like, bro, I like 3-4. The sweet spot. And we're pretty good with them round props, boy. We're pretty good with them round props.
Holloway doesn't go to decision.
Let's take that out of there. Let's take that one out of there.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's move it out of there. Because it's not even, it's chalk, and it's not even supposed to be in there. It's not a money line. It's just like a weird, it's just like irking me now that I look at it.
All right. Yeah, all good.
Because then we add it.
All right, 154, 185, 390.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, shit, you don't risk it. Like, the point of the show is to make long shot parlays, bro. Nobody else in the space is doing that. Nobody else was hitting like the rate we're hitting. I feel like we kind of like, are like, you got to make the parlay. Bro, the parlay's hit, man.
Yeah, I feel you. But, like, I think you taking it out makes sense because, like, now it's just about overexposure. At the end of the day, all these legs we think are good legs, but the first part of the show is making the legs, which we all believe they're good legs. Second part of the show, the overexposure. And obviously, we don't want to overexpose on Holloway too much. So I think that's quite smart.
Smart, hell yeah.
And we don't know if we're going to overexpose until we get to the later parlays. So then it makes sense to look back at the older parlays and see what we learned. Change. But I feel you, man. Like, the nature of the show is it's a very volatile show, but we're in profit heavily still based on what 2 or 3 shows we had earlier. And that's just literally what it's going to be. Dude, it's going to be.
I'm cool with going negative ROI and then hitting 2 or 3 parlays on one show and then coming back to like a massive.
That's how it's going to happen. Yeah. Because if we have good reads one week, then that week we're going to hit a couple of parlays. You know what I mean? Like most of the time. And that's why we double up as well, because at some point the double up's going to work. But we just don't super overexpose.
Yeah. So and if people can't understand that, then like I just wish you luck.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the show. It's a volatile show. It is what it is. Like either we do the show and it's volatile, or we don't do the show at all. So we've picked to do it. Bro, the show's up massive profit. It's funny because like you lose 3 or 4 weeks and then everyone just starts going crazy and stuff. But the show's in massive profit. I think it's like 40 units on the year or something. Like, I mean, there's nothing more to say. It's like the profit is the profit. Like that's it. The conversation ends. How much are you profitable? And that's it. There's nothing more to say.
And like, I think we're a lot better than people think because like some of the reads that we had were so spot on the money. Like we called it the hobby. We were calling a lot of shit that like a lot of people in the community weren't really talking about, bro. And like, we're like 1 rounds off of hitting like plus big money, bro. This show could be up massively. Like you said, it's just it's in the infantile stages. So we're still learning how to like do certain things. And 2, it's volatile, and there's a few other things I could keep saying, but To me, this is the greatest show ever, bro.
Bro, the show's been a massive success. Like I said, like you just look at the numbers, that's it. There's nothing more to say. This show's been amazing. Obviously, yes, we lost the last 3-4 weeks.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. We've won.
I ain't hiding.
It's going to keep happening. So it's going to keep on. This show is literally going to go through periods where we don't hit for 4 or 5 weeks. That is going to keep happening until we stop the show. You know, like it's never
not hit. We could have not hit in any of the 13 weeks. It's very possible as 2 other people do this show, they don't even come close to hitting any of these parlays.
Yeah. So, what are we thinking for this one? Like,
bro, like the UFC Mexico card, bro, you crushed it, bro, and like most people like didn't. Straight up, like that week they would have got murdered, and if you came to us to like get the parlays, that was it. Yeah, like Holloway 3-4. That's it.
I don't mind. We can put it in. It's a bit of a crazy one, but I mean, we both
It's
like
fucking crazy, bro. We got to start building. I think the last one's crazier, to be honest with you, bro. Like,
all right,
they're both crazy, but I think the last one, like my one, was a little more crazy than this one, to be honest. Because like 3-4 ain't that far fetched, man. For plus 1,500, come on, 31 day. I think this one hits, bro.
Bro, that's all we need.
I think this one hits, bro. That's
all we need, bro. And then we're set for like 4 weeks.
Let's go. Parlay 6, baby. It's my time.
We already know what that one is.
Yes, sir. The JB Special.
Make sure this one hits, yeah?
Yeah, I got you, G. All right, we're going to go with Aljamain Sterling by submission at plus 375.
Bomb.
We are going to add in Arman Tsarukyan by submission. Actually, no. Diego Lopez by submission plus 275. Wait, you said because you think he could get the KO, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, so let's go with Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan plus 700 submission.
Okay.
Plus 700.
Bro, that's already huge. Can I just show you what it is?
Sure.
375.
He's trying to make me like stop. He's trying to stop me.
I'm gonna show you. It's already gonna be insane. So
76 to 1. Yeah. I'm good with that, bro. All right. I didn't think it was. I honestly didn't. I thought it was gonna.
That's what I'm saying. You need to see it in the flesh.
But I almost hit that one with Jillian and all those, bro. And I'm feeling like 3 legs for the JB special. Could be like, could we do like a JB special, like serious one, and then like one where I round robin it? Nah, that's too much. Let's just keep it where it's at. That was the ones I really liked. Like, if anything, add Lopez sub for like the crazy people out there. But my man James is saying it could be a KO. And like we had a similar read like that back with Zalal and Billy Q, where you got the knee and then you got the sub. So either or could happen here, bro.
It's true. I don't want to like rely on Sadiq's chin. You know what I mean? How annoying would that be? Like we have to be watching a fight saying, "Sadiq chin, please hold up." But like that's a crazy thing to say, you know.
I agree.
All right.
Oh, we're probably getting so much slack in the comments. We're probably getting some shit in the comments right now, bro. Arman Tsarukyan by submission? Who the fuck?
Oh, let me see.
I'm not looking. I'm just guessing, bro. Maybe I'm wrong.
No. Oh, yeah, one guy. No,
I know it. There's always one guy, brother. There's always one. Let's go. You know what that means.
Oh, people saying the parlay is wrong. Oh, okay. I think we got it wrong, you know.
How did we get it wrong?
I don't know. I typed it in. Maybe I made a mistake. Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, shit.
Didn't see that.
30, that's not enough.
37's nice, bro. You don't like that?
3,900. Oh, no. What's it with the plus 275 added? What do we get then?
Oh, that's way more, bro. That's like 200 to 1 or something. 141 to 1. Why don't you put ITD for Lopez? It's the same price as what it was before. It goes back to the 76 to 1.
Brother, I'm just going to stick with the 2 because, like, I feel like I'm about to do some dumb shit, bro. Like, yo, dude, I feel like I'm about to do some dumb shit, dude. Like, let's just go. It's not 76 to 1, but it's 3,700.
37 to 1 is insane, bro.
Is that really what it is? Like, that's the exact number?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. I like the evens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like the even numbers, bro. 300 plus 7, like you really added up. Plus the JB special.
That's way
All right,
bigger
bet.
than what we listed. That's way bigger than what we listed. So
Bet. Yeah, bet online is sharp.
yeah, we're using Bet Online, which for like 80% has worse lines for what we're doing. So
Let's go.
money lines they're decent, but for props, they ain't great. Sometimes they are. Usually they're not the best lines. They're the sharpest market.
They are really the sharpest, bro, and they're a good book because they have a lot of regionals as well.
Yeah.
So, like when it comes to that, and the interesting thing that I wanted to mention about this card is like a lot of these lines open on FanDuel. Like even the main card props were open on FanDuel first, open on DraftKings first. All these opener lines are now on DraftKings. It's a big difference that I want people to understand. They're opening on DraftKings instead. That's different. Big difference, guys. So pay attention to that for these pay-per-view cards.
All right, money line special, bro. So
this is on you, dog. I feel like you got this one this week, bro. I'm literally just gonna sit here, be quiet, and I think you got it, my brother.
I'm gonna have to double up on the parlay free, which is kind of annoying, but fuck it, I don't care. I'm just gonna write what I write, bro, and it is what it is, man.
Yeah, the thing with the main event too is you can always hedge when it gets there.
Yeah.
Not for no purpose, but like people watching.
Not for pussies, but yeah, for the pussies. Yeah. Max Holloway, Jamal Hill.
The best is blessed. Sweet dreams. Jim fucking Miller. Okay, no, my fault. You got it.
I'm gonna leave it a lot. Andrade, I like Andrade, but I'll put her in the other one. Maybe I'll leave it. Moicano, don't like it too much. Lopez, don't.
You already used them.
I do kind of like Sterling. That's literally what I did for the other one. Let me see if I can leave Sterling out. We already got Sterling submission. Tsarukyan. Well, Tsarukyan's going to go in there, and we ain't got much more because I don't want to put Miller in. We've already put him. Did we put him in? We already put Miller in. Do I want to chuck him again? I don't know. I don't think I want to chuck him again. I don't want to chuck Andrade again.
I think we're limiting ourselves on the parlay 7, making it only money line. Personally, like we hit it one time, bro, but it was the plus 3,005, bro.
Yeah, but guess what? We hit it one time, which was 30 to 1. But this is the 13th show. So actually, I think the money line parlay started on like the 3rd show as well, or something.
Could have been.
We've only done like 10 money line parlays or 11,
right?
But we 30 to 1, so we're like 21 units profit on the money line special. I feel like we should carry it on.
So many times we went like one leg miss too.
Yeah, Kennedy there. That's what 15
so
to 1.
Sick, bro. Way more than just Brian Battle. There was so many weeks that were like even just weeks that were not that where we were just.
I think money lines are good, bro, because like
prop
can go either way. You know, they're volatile. Money line, someone's got just 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, no, I agree. So you don't like Andrade? Yeah.
I do, but the thing is, I put her in here, and it's going back to what you said earlier when I was making this parlay. You're like, oh, do you really want to do that? Because then the money line
exposure. Yeah, how many do we have Max in then? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we didn't have Max in this. Okay, that's good.
No, but we have him in 2. Other than that,
yeah, fuck it. He has to go in the money line special.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to double on Andrade there. I could kind of add Moicano and leave it at that because Moicano.
I think we already used him though.
We used the sub.
No, we just used him straight. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, money fucking Moicano and the Jim fucking Miller. And you know what, bro? You have to just put Yan fucking Zian in, bro.
No, fuck that, bro.
No, you already do it, bro.
Nah, bro. We've already got her in plus 390. That's min.
All right. Yeah, but I'm saying no. I'm saying like you have to in that like it's the fucking parlay, brother. Like you have to put in between her name fucking. Yan fucking Zian fucking Yan. Let's go. Zhang fucking Yan. Right. The fucking special, brother. Love it. I love it.
Getting a bit tough now. Let me just see what we've got, just so I know what to play with.
I mean, we can always go Brundage, bro.
You know, bro, I might have to just double up on some of these, like Andrade.
I thought you were gonna say Brundage, brother. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Bro, that's plus 603. Like, that's not enough, is it?
Nah, I think we add Brundage, make it a fucking whopper, brother.
It's 3 a.m., man. JB's gone crazy. The full moon's out. He's turned mad.
Yeah, man. That's a fact. Nah, I'm joking. Harrison. Ooh,
She's mad juiced, isn't it? Why didn't we write like, we just
it's
not
just
like
because like I don't think there's value on it, and like man, it would suck to put in a minus 400 something in a parlay and it not hit. But like at this point, it's the end. We haven't used her yet, so I think it's cool to come back and say we could use Harrison. Is basically where I'm getting at. That makes sense.
I think she's gonna fuck up Holly, but obviously
like yeah, we're already using a bunch of underdogs too. Like some favorites gotta win, bro. Like straight up.
What minus 450 plus back to 759.
Yeah. That's good.
If I put Harrison in, it goes 759.
And is there not one more that we like? Why not Diego Lopez, bro? Like straight up, we only have in one other parlay, and he's my most confident pick. Like,
yeah,
that to me doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah. But we got Lopez money line. Well, you just double up on Lopez money line.
He's literally my most confident pick on the card. You know, like
well, add him in then. Fuck it. Man.
We have to do we already doubled down on Max. We already doubled down on Hill.
Yeah.
Dude, we're tripling down on Hill. Not even just doubling down on Hill. We're tripling. This is the third parlay we put in Hill, just as a FYI.
Yeah, bro. Fuck it.
Like I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should use Hill that many times. If you're asking me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're not using Harrison.
No, I didn't put Harrison in. But we don't need to if it's plus 1123. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's the money line special, brother. We gotta just Like,
do we really up to 30?
Nah. Yeah, that's fucking awful, brother. Yeah. My fault. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I like that 1, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 1, 2, 3.
Aesthetically pleasing.
1, 2, 3, bro.
1, 2, 3, like WrestleMania.
I like that.
Go.
All right, that's done. Unless we got like a bunch of likes, then we ain't gonna make.
How many likes did we get, people?
I kind of want to use fucking some legs here. How many likes we got? If we got close to 300,
I mean, that's what the elite zone's for, right? And that's what people to follow JB. I got a free Discord going now. Shamelessly gonna plug that in. I'm not giving away like every play for free up in there, right? You come up in there, I'll give away 1 or 2 plays for free.
How do we get to it, bro?
The free Discord is I'm gonna post that right now on my Twitter, and I'll put the link in my bio as well.
So you go to Jewish Better.
Yeah, I got the Patreon, right? You can always do that. $5, give out all the plays. But for this week, I gave out every single play for free on the Discord, bro. And right here just now, I basically told you every play I was on, right? If you listened the whole 2.5 hours, you could take the context clues and figure out. I won't tell you the unit size, but straight up.
So, JB, we got
210 likes at least. If we got 210, I'll do it.
160, we can't do it.
Bro. That ain't it, bro.
Guys, if you want us to do more parlays, then go to YouTube, like the video before we stop the video in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And if we get like 210 likes, we will do more parlays because there's still quite a few legs I kind of want to use it.
And can we talk to the chat? Let's just talk to the chat for like a few minutes, right? Let's just talk about this fucking ridiculous card. Let's go over our parlays real quick even. Like I want to go back and look because I'm placing all these right now.
Yeah. So as soon as we get off. Holloway, ITD, and Andrade.
I might put $250 on that. Straight up. Like
that's kind of nice.
250 wins me 2,500. That's a good steak dinner.
Yeah, that's clean, bro. Parlay 2, Diego Lopez. I like writing these out for my website, so I'll just do them now. Jamal Hill wins in round 1 or 2.
I really like that one a lot.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, I don't love Lopez as much as you, but I pick in Lopez, and based on your breakdown and your confidence, it just makes me like him even more. Maybe you got to do that live on the show, bro. Why are you not showing yourself?
I don't want us to get bad for like paraphernalia, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Stupid YouTube, bro.
Yeah, if it's a joint, like I don't really give a fuck, but I see the bong people, It's drugs.
Sorry, man. Crazy, bro.
It's meth.
True, you could be smoking meth right now.
It might be, bro. Look at me. Like, dude, just look at the person I am. I'm the most volatile person you could have had on this show. But I will say this. I have a wealth of knowledge in MMA. I understand betting. And when it comes to certain props and just reads, I think you got a good person on your show for the long run. Just a little bit of a wild card, bro. Like, straight up. You know that. And I appreciate you having me on.
Need to add the character, you know what I'm saying? I got a business out here. I got to be like,
yeah,
be official on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be official. So I need to bring someone in for the character and that.
Yes, bro. It's
got the big beard and that. You got the American accent. You got the bong. It's working, bro. You're popping.
Smash. I got the beard, the Russian beard, bro. Tsarukyan homies, bro.
Parlay free. Kamaka. Mini money line parlay.
Yeah, straight up. I don't mind that one. The mini money. The mini money.
Yeah, I think I'm picking all of them to win. Parlay 4AK, the fucking special.
Oh my God.
This is a crazy one. Like, I don't know. My guy wanted to add in Zhang and Yan at plus 390, but I got to let him go for it. That's his parlay, you know what I'm saying?
3 dogs like that to hit would be crazy. Triple dog, bro.
I like these two. I just don't like this. But at the end of the day, bro, like, I can't lie. Like, the line's probably getting a bit mad at 500. It's so hard for me to get the grappling upside out of my mind. But it's UFC 300. Something crazy,
MMA, bro. Something crazy is gonna happen. Like, I think, like, bro, I could literally see a situation where she pops like Weili in the mouth and like Weili just laughs or something, or like she stuffs the takedown and Weili just like it's just weird, bro.
She's got underrated power and she's pretty clean with like counter striking. So
very clean, and I think counter strikers actually give Weili a ton of problems. She likes when people pressure forward, and I think that sets up the takedowns for her. So if she can get the takedowns consistently, James, like, I think it's going to be pretty bad for Zhang Nan, like really bad. She can win a dominant decision, she can even get a KO finish on the ground. Sub, yeah, like, I get their look, I get what people are taking it, but like if Dern can't sub you, I don't see it. You know, I get it, but I don't see it. You understand?
I feel you, bro.
Yeah. So.
Next one we got Kayla versus Harrison. That's how you know I've been too busy with this one.
That's wicked, bro.
Holm versus Harrison under 2.5.
Is it 2 R's or 1 R? I might be tripping. I think you spelt it right, but I might. It's definitely 2 R's. I think it might be 1 S though.
Yeah, true.
I might be wrong.
This is a mad one still, but at the end of the day, if Max finishes in round 3 or 4, I mean, we on for this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and then we just need, dude. It'd be like the way our luck is. Max will win in round 3 or 4, and then Holm will win a decision, bro. Like that.
Or Harrison will finish her in the last minute of the fight.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, like, oh my god, and then she'll talk so much shit on the mic, like, Nunez, I want you. And then she wins a decision and calls out Nunez. Ugh, that would be so fucking cringe.
We didn't write it down, bro. So
because it's not plus 750 on our book. Like, that's the thing. We need to be using FanDuel. I might have to eventually get it to where like I can get
use some fucking like different books like Bet Online. It doesn't, bro. But Bet Online don't even allow to parlay props, so it makes no sense to use them. But they're the most well-known book. It was the obvious, but you know what I mean.
If they're not sponsoring us, like we could probably get a sponsor from FanDuel. No joke. Like,
yeah, probably, bro. Why not? We do views, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's my sponsor, man? Like, you know what? Man, to be honest, like, I've been hit up by so many different sponsors, like insane amount. To be honest, I get hit up almost every week at least from a sponsor, and I just don't even read them because if I don't use it, then I don't really care about. Like, obviously, one day I probably will do one. Why not? You know what I'm saying? If they're like a legit. Probably not with a sports book though, but unless I use them all the time and I think they're actual. Like, I would do a sponsor.
Dude, FanDuel, bro. Like, FanDuel is.
Yeah, I don't know them, innit?
But it's like FanDuel and DraftKings are the main two in the States, brother. Like, you're not. It's the highest of the highest level. You get FanDuel at draft, like, you see that on TV, brother. You know what I mean?
No, if they're legit, I would do it. If they're they pay people out. If they don't have any.
No, dude, it's literally like the most legit you could get.
Yeah. then I would do. But yeah, I always turn down. I always turn down.
Yeah. FanDuel, I mean, it's like saying DraftKings wants to sponsor you, brother.
Yeah.
You're never saying no to that. It's
Depends, bro. It depends on the money and like depends.
bro. If DraftKings hits you up, brother, and asks you to be sponsored, if you don't take that, I'd be like, what? I would just.
Bro, I've had big people asked to be a sponsor, and
I believe it.
Not as big as DraftKings, but I don't. Yeah. I won't say the name just in case I decide to go in the future or something.
Smart.
But yeah, some big books out here in Australia and New Zealand, or mainly Australia, that have asked me. But yeah,
we talked about this already. Like we think it could be a KO or decision. But
yeah, exactly.
I guess is like it opened plus 385. I get it.
Like it can literally be a decision or a knockout, so I don't really like it.
Yeah, it's I don't know if there's enough values to scrape there. Let me look real quick. What did I put it at? Because I made a few lines for this one.
So we'll wrap up soon, man. We got 174 likes, so we won't do any more parlays, bro, because we ain't broke 200, so we won't do any more.
Facts. We ain't broke 200, but we ain't broke.
Of course not. We're gonna be rich after this weekend, bro. So I think that's it, boys. That's it. I'm going to go over the parlays one more time, and then we'll be out of it. So parlay number 1. Have you got any superstition about how we read these out, JB? Or what do you want?
Nah, I don't. I think they're going to hit anyway. I'm good on the super. So I think if they hit, they hit. If not, fuck it.
Max Holloway wins inside the distance. And then Jessica Andrade, what is it? Andrade versus Rodriguez.
Right.
Under 2.5 rounds. Solid parlay coming out at 10-1. Then we got parlay 2, Diego Lopez and Jamal Hill, round 1 or 2.
Wait, hold on. I do have it. I do. All right. I'm going to read out number 2. Yeah, Diego Lopez and Jamal Hill, Sweet Fucking Dreams, is going to put this motherfucking Chama motherfucker night in round 1. Plus 640.
Parlay number 3, aka the mini money line parlay. We got Aljamain Sterling, Jessica Andrade, and the underdog Sweet Dreams Hill again to cash us a nice healthy 4.9-1 plus 490.
Let's go. Parlay 4, aka the fucking special. Jim fucking Miller. He did it at UFC 100. He did it at UFC 200. He's gonna do it at UFC 300. Matter of fact, I am. What did he? Money fucking Moicano and Zhang fucking Yan plus 3D447. What did Jim Miller get? Keep going. No, I'm gonna look it up. Actually, I want to see something.
All right, parlay 5, Holm versus Harrison.
So you say the first one. You say, yeah, and then I'll do the second one.
All right, so parlay 5, the first leg is Holm versus Harrison under 2.5 rounds at plus 105.
Max Holloway wins in round 3 or 4 plus 1,500. Now we got to try and say it at the same time, bro. That's a 2-leg parlay.
You're too high now, bro. You're too high.
Coming in at plus 3,180, the joint parlay. Dude, it's getting late.
Speaking of joints, bro, like you're...
I got late. 6. I got 6 of them over here. I'm waiting for.
All right, number 6, bro.
It's that Aljamain Sterling. We're gonna be smoking that Kattar pack, and then we're gonna be smoking that Olives pack, baby. Let's go. Plus 3,700.
Olives pack gonna taste good, and then closing off the money line special, we got Max Holloway plus 130, Jamal Hill plus 110, Tsarukyan minus 220, and then
Diego Lopez minus 135. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so high right now, dude. And my hair, I need to grow it out, bro, because Diego Lopez is the fucking dude, bro. And I'm gonna make a bag on these tomorrow. It doesn't matter where I'm at right now, bro. It's 2:16 in the morning, so you're gonna have to give me a pass. I think I'm gonna put a little bit extra on these parlays tomorrow, bro, just for the special occasion.
You're a legend for doing this for the people at this time. I know the content grind is a madness. So, yeah, well done for coming on, bro. Like, Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to Jun Prangle, who, he went on all of his family accounts to give me likes, to give us likes. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, 7 parlays. Let's cash them. UFC 300, biggest event of all time. Literally biggest event of all time. It is only right that we have our biggest show of all time on the biggest event of all time. So, yeah, man, JB, I'll let you close out the show, bro, and then I'm just going to click end.
Yeah, click it just at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, though. Or 2 hours, 30 minutes, bro. Perfect time. JB, we here. I don't even got anything else to say. The show's over, but we just got to wait. 5, 4, 3. We're going to see you next week. Let's go.